Hey everybody, welcome to episode 15 of Roll for Initiative. Yeah, we're getting pretty close here. Okay, so let's just switch over right now to everybody. They should be on screen. Hello,
Hello.
everybody. Hello, hello,
Hello.
hello. Yeah, we are missing Lol Frats this week. She has a wedding to attend to, and I don't know if we ever decide who is going to play her character this week.
Okay, I'll
Mike,
do it.
is that going to be
Yeah,
you?
I think it's gonna be
Yeah.
Michael.
All right. Cool. All right. Well, that's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do. And right now, we're going to get into the episode 14 recap. It was just last week, but for anybody who missed it, and for, of course, Spike wasn't here, so it might be good for him. All right. Another, yet again this week, quick drink before we start.
Cheers.
Cheers. There we go. Okay, episode 14. But, Mom, I don't want to be a paragon. When we last joined our heroes, they had just rescued Archmage Eminora from being banished by a hag. Well, okay, they didn't just rescue her. They actually rescued her like 3 months ago. But my internet service decided to shit itself each and every time I'd try to stream, and I spent many hours troubleshooting and eventually called to have the tech come out. He told me that there might be a problem with keeping it up or something, it being my service, of course. So I asked if there was some sort of fix, like a little blue pill or splitter or something, and he said, no, buddy, you need an entirely new cable. So he replaced it. Modern medicine is amazing, which is exactly what the Rangers thought when they saw a relatively healthy Eminora standing there after being unbanished or something. Eminora proceeded to tell them that she had been attacked by 3 shapeshifters, one of which had infiltrated the Arcana Council. While she was able to defeat 2, the third one banished her. Eminora and the Rangers discussed the situation with the crystals. It is apparent that there is someone after all 3 crystals. While she is still concerned that there is still a risk, Eminora feels that the best move would be to store the crystals in the vault designed to hold them. Eminora then notices Awen's markings. She explains that he has been chosen to be what is known as a paragon. Paragons seem to appear when there is danger to the world. Paragons have the power to stop the danger, but may or may not know exactly how. Eminora was a paragon, but most of her power was drained when she focused an attack against Potestas Bloodstone, the attack that ultimately defeated him. The crystals remained, and so did 2 rings and a pendant, which Eminora believes are the key to destroying the crystals. What is needed is the power of a paragon and another acrylite crystal, the same type of crystal that the Potestas stones are made of. Unfortunately, this has never been tested, and there is a suspicion that if a paragon uses the rings, pendant, and a crystal to destroy the 3 Potestas stones, it may be enough to also kill the paragon. Unsurprisingly, Awen shit himself after hearing this. Coincidentally, Les and Hoagie showed the apparent fecal stains they received a while back whilst traversing the sewers of Bloodstone's End. The party suggested alternatives that may spare Awen, such as having some of them wearing or holding the rings, pendant, and acrylite crystal while Awen focuses his power. Eminora says that this may help or it may hurt or kill all of them. She simply doesn't know, since it's never been tested. Additionally, she mentions that no one knows where the pendant is. It disappeared shortly after the battle where Bloodstone was defeated and has not been found since. After the conversation, Eminora teleports them back to the grounds of the college. Although 8 or 9 hours had passed in the pocket dimension, only about an hour passed back in the city. Alarms were still going off, and people were rushing around. As the Rangers tried to head out, they were confronted by the Viceroy and 4 of his Black Blade guards. The Viceroy tried to arrest the Rangers for some BS charges, and also said that they needed to give Elementus Crystal to him. The Rangers then politely invited the Viceroy to go fuck himself by engulfing him and his guards in a darkness spell, at which point Awen turned into Mr. Ed, Zale, and Elo hopped on his back, and the group of all 5 of them took off in 2 different directions. Les and Hoagie, of course, decided to go drinking while the others headed towards the keep. After about 5 minutes, Awen
Checks
ducked into an alley and decided to unhorse himself. After a quick discussion, Awen, Elo, and Zale decided to head to the bar where Hoagie and Les were. Before heading to the bar, Hoagie and Les stopped in to see if Zaldris had finished the duplicate ring that they had her make to try to fool Don Orcleone. The ring, while not perfect, seemed like it might work. Additionally, Zaldris was able to provide Hoagie with replacements for his missing ornaments. The party then met up at Douche Bag's place. They had a drink and then headed out to deliver the crystal to the Duke. Upon arriving at the keep, they noticed that none of the guards were trying to arrest them. When they got to the Duke's chamber, they saw the Viceroy upset that he wasn't being allowed to arrest the Rangers anymore. He stormed out. After this, the Rangers and the Dukes secured the second crystal inside the vault. Following some conversation with the Duke, the Rangers left and prepared for their meeting with Don Orcleone. An hour or so later, they headed out for their meeting. Upon arriving, Zale changed into a mouse, and Elo went into stealth mode. To the occupants of the facility, it looked like only Awen, Les, and Hoagie were there. When they entered the warehouse, they found the place to be closed, but a few orcs were drinking at the bar. They told these orcs they had a meeting with Don Orcleone and were told to go to the back room. When they arrived and entered the room, they noticed that Don Orcleone was not there. However, one of his lieutenants, Tegbor, was there along with 2 ogres. Tegbor told the Rangers that the Don was meeting with another contractor and that they were to give the ring to Tegbor. The Rangers argued for a while with Tegbor that they needed to give the ring directly to the Don. During this discussion, they found out that Don Orcleone was meeting with some necromancer or something, but Tegbor didn't know where this was happening. After finally giving Tegbor the ring, the Rangers were about to leave when Tegbor decided to try to extort money from them. He threatened to lie about them to Don Orcleone unless they paid him. After coming extremely close to fighting, Les convinced the lieutenant that they could open a second competing fight club together. Tegbor liked the idea and after some negotiation agreed to a 75% take. The Rangers left and were determined to find where Don Orcleone was meeting with the necromancer. Scroll. They decided to split up and check to see if anyone at the Demon's Hole or Bloody Owl knew where Don Orcleone might have gone. Les and Zale head to the Demon's Hole and start questioning the bartender about where Don Orcleone might be. He is very resistant and ends up being scared. After a bit of convincing, they get him to tell them that the Don sometimes leaves through the northwest gate and then comes back later. When we last left our heroes, Hoagie and Awen, and maybe Elo, were about to enter the Bloody Owl to see what they could find out there. And now to the action at hand. Yeah, I wasn't sure where Elo was.
I think Elo was with me and Zale.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we weren't clear because you guys weren't actually, I don't know, role-playing him at the time. So I figured you can decide that now. So.
Cool. Yeah, I think it's just Hoagie and Iwan in the other place.
All right, right on.
So where are we at presently? Like where's Elo at?
You're in the Demon's Hole with me and Zale. We just found out that from the bartender in the Demon's Hole that they might be meeting. The last place that they saw Don Orcleone was leaving the city and hanging a left. Can't remember out which gate.
Out the northwest gate.
Yeah.
I at least was trying to write some of that down. Cool. Very cool.
Cool.
75% though?
Yeah, no, they take a 75% cut. It's okay. Listen, I don't know why we're talking about this. It's already been a thing. It's already been discussed. 75% because they bring the muscle, and also because we're not going to have to do anything besides Iwan, who is going to have to find some mages at the university. But he seemed a little reluctant, but I can convince him.
Fair. All right. You're right. Sorry, it's just on my mind.
Okay. I can't believe that you decided to do that. Shut up, Zale.
Zale, I
long street.
Oh boy. We're gonna spotlight Mike, and he's just gonna argue back and forth with himself, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 2 mics.
Right.
You just need to flip the camera.
Right, exactly. Oh, I really should have thought of that ahead of time. All right.
But yeah, I think it's all reckless and Tumnus right now, doing their scouting at the other place.
Yeah, no, that works. Okay, cool. So we're going to the Bloody Owl then to do that conversation, I assume.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, the Bloody Owl, I assume you guys walk in. It's located basically on the west side of the Labor District. So it's maybe a few minute walk, a couple blocks away from the other one, from the Demon's Hole. Right, and you guys haven't been in this bar yet. So the Bloody Owl, the tavern looks, kind of older inside. It's well kept, but the patrons are a bit rough. And you've heard in the past that most folks in here are actually more either sympathizers or members of the Ashen Daggers, right? So we've got the Bloody Owl is kind of where the Ashen Daggers hang out, and the Demon Hole is where Orcleone's crew hangs out. So you walk in, you see a kind of an older gentleman behind the bar.
I'm sorry. Who are we? What are we trying to get out of again?
We were trying to get information about where Don Orcleone and the Necromancer are.
Gotcha. Okay.
And we figured because this bar was owned by the leader of the guy that owns the ring that we made a duplicate of.
Sam Rowe.
Yeah.
Yep.
We were like,
Sam
well,
Rowe.
maybe there might be information here, So that's
Gotcha.
that's why you two came this way.
Gotcha. Hoagie, do you wanna try to talk this time?
Ivan, we spent a lot of time together.
Yeah.
Do you really think that's a good idea? Like, do you want information?
I
all I know how to do in a bar is order a beer.
Yeah, but I feel like
You think just because I got some sweet new testicles that I can just talk my way out of anything, get some information from people?
I mean, I just feel like, I can understand that you're the quiet type when it comes to like talking to the Duke or going to the Wizard College, but this is like this is your bread and butter.
Extorting information from strangers?
In a bar setting, yeah.
What?
Just wanted to see if I just want to see if we wanted to, I wanted to at least be polite and offer.
Well, I appreciate that. You could offer me a drink, but
Well, I mean, I guess I could do that. Can we get a drink first?
Yeah.
I'm just not good at extorting information. I'm nervous.
you're like the savior of the fucking world. Oh,
I don't want to though.
you're so nervous. You're invisible.
Oh, am I back? Hello?
You never left.
Oh my god.
Oh, he said I went invisible. I was confused.
You disappeared for me on Video Ninja.
Oh, okay. Well, I have that way with women as well, and some men.
It must be the extra testosterone from Hoagie's,
Yeah, I got too intimidated, so I just
Right.
disappeared. Yeah. I cast invisibility, even though I don't have that
I think
power.
Les has that with his son.
Damn it.
Jesus.
A bit of a drive-by. Don't even let Les defend himself. But I'll be honest. I kind of agree with you.
Yeah, of course.
Of course. I've never extorted information. I'm not in.
Hold on a second.
And
Do you ever feel like someone's talking about you behind your back? Do you ever get that feeling, Elo?
Yeah, it's yeah, I know what you're talking about. It's kind of like, I wonder what people say about me when I'm not around, and then you kind of no, I hear you.
It's like a tingling up and down my spine, like they're talking about me and my son yet again. I don't understand.
You and your
Why
son,
would
that's
they be
oddly
talking about your
specific.
son.
Yeah, it's a good
More
point.
time with
Zale
your
makes a good point. I mean,
Okay, Zale, have you considered maybe and just hearing me out to fuck you?
oh my God, you two never stop.
Well, Hoagie, I'm just nervous about. I don't know. I'm not. This is not who I am, and on top of that, I have to be the savior of the world. It's just so much on my shoulders, and I don't know if I'd be able to.
yeah,
I just don't know if I'd be able to do all this.
shoulders.
They're average size. They're 100% average size. There's nothing weird about my shoulders. Anyway, how about this? I'll I'll be the talk. But if it goes south, I need you to help me. I'm not used to being the sneaky, let's get information type. Did you get all
Sorry.
that, Hoagie?
CC things.
Sorry, I wasn't really paying attention. I was scouting out the bar. I didn't
Okay.
find anything.
I was talking about my existential crisis about, all that I just don't know if I can do all of this. And then you said my shoulders were small, and then I said,
Did I say that?
You did.
you said it like 20 seconds ago. Regardless, I will try to be the talk, but if I start floundering, I might need you to help me.
Okay.
Will you help me?
Yeah.
Okay. Walk up to the bar. Hello, sir.
Hello. Can I help you? Oh wait, are you're members of the Mystaran Rangers?
Yes.
We know, but you're welcome in here all the time, of course.
Oh, thank you. Could we get 2 of your finest ales?
Of course. And he pulls out these it fills them up to these 2 largest mugs that he's got, and he puts them on the counter. He's like, what else? What else can I help you with?
I'm gonna lean over to Hoagie and be like, "Is this the guy that I question?"
Yeah, he seems nice.
Okay. I was also wondering if you maybe have some information. We're looking for a guy, and I was wondering if
Anywhere we can talk in private?
yeah.
I mean, sure, we could just step over here to the end of the counter.
Okay.
All right. And they kind of go to the end of the counter.
Hmm.
He's
I'm
like,
leaning.
what
I'm
can
like,
by the way, I'm Robin Breakwind.
Robin Breakman. Thank you. My name is Awen, and this is my
Best friend.
best friend Hoagie.
Oh, all right. All right.
We're looking for a guy, and we're wondering if you maybe knew his whereabouts possibly. He goes by the name, I look left and right, I just whisper, Don Orcleone.
He just kind of laughs. He's like, yeah, Don Orcleone, of course. Yeah, he's not welcome in here.
Well, of course. And we're kind of he might be tangling in with some people that we're interested in, so we want to kind of try to get an idea of where he's at. And we were wondering if you maybe had a beat on him.
No, I mean, this is the Ash and Daggers bar. This isn't Don Orcleone's crew. I
Well, of
don't
course,
know where
but-
he is. If I did, we'd probably be sending someone after him.
Do you know anybody who would know where he is?
Did you check at the Demon's Hole? If you're really looking for him, that's probably where he is. I mean, I could get message to, our guys in the Ash and Daggers, but I don't know if they know where he is right now.
I mean, I feel like if he's your rival, you should always know where he's at.
Well, I don't think they always keep track of him, but we can try. I mean, I can ask. I don't know. I'm just the bartender here.
Can I do like an insight check to see if he's
Sure.
being legit or
Mhm.
BSing me?
Go ahead.
Insight. Oh, I got a +7 to insight. What? Oh, 24.
24. You get the feeling that he is being completely honest. You don't think he's being deceptive at all. So
Well,
it's like I'm sorry, fellers, but
Mr. Brickman, I just wanted to clarify that we sent our best alcoholic to the demon hole, so we got that covered.
all right. Well, they're welcome back here when they're done.
Hoagie, what would you, if you were in this situation, what would you do? Would you stay here and drink, or would you travel across town to the other place?
I mean, as they say in my hometown
Okay.
where I grew up, porque
Okay.
no los dos.
And what does that mean?
That means we can drink for a little bit, then we can go to the other place.
A very specific saying.
Would you,
It's a nice one.
would you like me to get word to the Daggers that you're looking for Don Orcleone?
Yes.
All right.
Sure.
I'll do that. They know where to reach, I assume.
Yeah.
All right.
I think that'll be a good start. Thank you so
Okay.
much for your help, and
Of course.
let's get a few more ales and let's
A
Okay,
few
let's-
more. All right.
For a little bit.
let's hang out.
Get here.
I mean, Hoagie, like we
It's a lovely establishment, Mr. Breakwin.
it is.
Well, appreciate it. And then you hear, oh,
The aromas.
sorry.
So
What was that?
I'm sorry that it just happens. It's part
Did you
of
just shit
my
yourself?
family line. No, I know people. That's why they call us the Breakwins.
Can I get a diarrhea saving throw?
right. He's all right. Well, let me get you a couple more ales, and then I'll be gone for about 10 minutes. He gets you a couple more.
Take a dab.
It's like, all right. And then he runs into the back room.
You know, Hoagie, I've realized, you know, we rag on each other through and through, but we've never sat and gotten to know each other. Why don't you sit back and just, how about you just tell me where you've come from, where have you gone, where you've come from, Hoagie-eyed John.
Hey, when I've told you guys this before. I grew up in the mountains of the north.
Yeah, the whole mountains and the frostbitten testes. Like I know that stuff, but what's the stuff that what's the Hoagie that I don't? I feel like you have layers to yourself.
You mean testicle there, Hoagie?
Yes. My apologies. My apologies.
Sorry. It was a different time in my life.
Yeah.
I was a different man then.
Well, tell me. I would like to know that. Man.
Voice.
Yeah.
Kind of sounded like this.
Yeah.
My mother told me that I came out of the womb sounded like this.
Wow.
Yeah,
It's a pretty good voice.
I know. I think I had a career in something else, but once I lost my testicles, so I'm sorry. It's it brings back a lot of memories for me to do that.
I'm sorry. Okay. Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to pinch a nerve like that.
It's
Have you ever thought about maybe going to a voice coach to change your voice back to that? You know you can. Why not?
Because I am who I am. I win. I'm
Yeah, but
suffering the consequences of my own actions of falling asleep with assless chaps in the middle of a blizzard. Okay.
I understand, but you could also. I feel like you've learned your lesson. You could. You got the balls back. You just work on lowering.
You want
But-
to see how it feels?
Not particularly. I'm just saying that I feel like you are more than testicles, and you could achieve
I'm
so
an
much.
incredible
greatness.
warrior who saves the group's ass all the time, but
Oh, we've all saved each other from time to time. I'm pretty sure I've saved you once in a while.
probably.
Probably.
Well, yeah, you probably had to heal me after doing a shit ton of damage to me, but
I damaged you once, and you've never let that go. Why is that?
twice.
What was the
One
second time?
One time you were a gorilla.
Okay, that was because I was just playing. Because listen, there's joke time and then there's serious time. I didn't do any real damage. You have to admit, you have bullied me from time to time, and this was my one time that I could be at least as strong as you to take you on. Doesn't that seem interesting if you were in my shoes?
Yeah, no, I'll give you that one. That's
Exactly. You know, we should do. We should have. I should turn into a gorilla and we should have a sparring match one day.
I was
see
thinking
who truly-
maybe arm wrestling, so we don't kill each other, but
No, we just knock each other out, but then I can heal you, and then if you hit me enough, I'll just turn back into Awen.
Okay.
I feel like that'd
Maybe
be
we
not
can
right,
have
not
the
right
second
now.
fight. Maybe that'll be the inaugural fight at our second underground fight club. Big giant old testicle boy versus the gorilla man.
That might be
That's gonna put asses in seats.
That might be the way that we get attention for the first ever. That's a good idea, Hoagie.
I mean, we're not gonna make any fucking money because we're giving 75% to the lieutenant guy, but like,
yeah, why the fuck did we decide to give 75%?
I don't know. I don't think we actually care about the money.
I mean, I kind of care about money.
Yeah?
Yeah, I kind of need it. You know?
Would you kill a guy to make a shit ton for your friends?
It depends on the like. Could you extrapolate on the situation? Like,
Okay, so you're at a fight club. Don Arcleone's hovering above you, says, "Kill this man." Do you do it? If
No.
you do it, yeah, but you get like a ton of money.
but you did it, and you didn't get a ton of money.
Yeah, I did. What are you talking
We got the money before that. We got the money. Then we went to the Don. He said, "Kill the guy," and you said, "Okay."
fight?
There was no. This was after the fight.
Yeah, but like,
I think you had a
to
fever
do
dream
it.
during that. Did
I was seeing red, man. It was crazy.
I could tell. You know, now speaking of this, I don't know if I'd want to fight you in the inaugural gorilla versus brass ball man, because you might see red and then try to snap my
Wouldn't
gorilla
kill
neck.
you.
Would you not kill me because you know that I'm going to have to kill myself in the future?
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
What were you thinking?
I don't know, I'm probably just like, hey, like I can. Yeah, he was not all that bad. I won't kill him.
You actually think I'm not all that bad?
You're like the savior of the world and some shit. I don't know.
You know, I'll drink to that. That is the nicest thing you've ever said to me. Here's
Cheers,
to
Edwin.
cheers. Here's
Here's
to
the demise of saving everyone.
well, if we find a way around it,
It's true. If we do, we could.
we'll find a way around it. You know, maybe you hold the crystals, and because you're such a strong boy, maybe you don't die from it.
Maybe I do.
Maybe we both die in a blaze of glory. Two people that could never fully get along kill each other. That's kind of
We're not like killing it. We're not killing each other. We're just dying together.
that's kind of, you know, that would make a good screenplay.
I don't know what the fuck that means, but like, okay, sure.
Have you never been to the theater?
Do we have a theater?
Yes. There's one like down the street. We've passed it 50 fucking times.
I mean,
It's-
you know I can't read.
Oh yeah, that's true. True. Did you know how to read when you had your testicles?
Dude, that was a very intelligent boy.
Oh, so for Goliath, the intelligence comes from the testicle.
Yeah, so like humans, like pee is stored in the balls, like
Uh-huh.
giants, intelligence is stored in the balls.
Interesting.
Yeah, you know, anatomy, it's wild.
This is the most interesting.
You're learning a lot.
I am learning so much about Goliaths and their testicles.
And
Yeah.
yourself, probably.
The canon for Goliath in this world is wild.
I was gonna say I'm gonna have to make so many go through all these episodes and make so many notes on things. It's gonna take me forever to update all the lore.
Honestly, Wizards of the Coast should update their fucking D&D handbook.
right.
Yeah.
This is important lore.
And as you
Well-
guys are talking, you see the bartender, Mr. Breakwin, comes back in, and you see he's dressed in a different outfit, and he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, had a little bit of an accident there, and this is the only thing I could find
Did you shit yourself?
to wear. So apologies for the
God
view,
damn it.
but you know, this is what I'm gonna have to wear today until I do some laundry. So, all right, can I get you anything else?
Should we head over to the other place, or do we want to just keep drinking?
I can go for like 1 or 2 or 7 more.
Okay, I could do like maybe one. I would still love to learn more anatomy about you. So let's Let's keep drinking
Breakwind, Mr. Breakwind, I have a little advice for you.
Of
If
course,
you wear assless chaps,
yeah.
this problem doesn't happen nearly as much.
All right, but then there'll be a large mess, around me.
It's true. It's true.
No.
Yeah, keep it contained. It's smart.
not sanitary. They'll shut me down.
Yeah. You know,
Did you at least wash your hands before you
found
came
out
in?
the bartender was shitting himself every day? But
Yeah.
you know,
Do you at least wash your hands before you
He's
come
a-
back?
He looks and he goes, yeah, yes, I always wash my hands. He kind of looks around.
Seemed a little shifty there.
What? No, it's good.
Ewan, he's not a surgeon. Leave him alone.
Yeah, but do you want shit particles in your drink?
Ewan, Les and I lived with shit particles on our leg for like 6 fucking months. We thought they were tattoos.
Fair enough. Hindsight, which is always 20/20. Maybe not the good person.
He sets a couple more ales on the bar and he goes, all right, sorry, I'll be back.
Dude, this dude just cannot stop shitting.
He needs to change his name. There's no wind being broken there. That is just a flood.
That is straight sewage going through the dam. My goodness. Well, let's have a few more.
Yeah.
Tell me more about Goliath testicles, and then we'll head over.
Look, I don't know what else you want to know, man.
Listen, I am
I
a.
lost a lot of my knowledge about my own testicles because all my knowledge was stored in my testicles, and now I don't have my testicles, so I lost a lot of my knowledge. Like, it's not that hard to understand, Ewan.
I'm just. It's fascinating. I am more of a teacher of the arcane.
You love books.
I do love books, but why would I read a book when I got the source right here?
Because the source is broken.
Well, you just told me a bunch of shit I didn't know about you.
Yeah, imagine how much more there is.
I know.
I don't even know.
We need a.
You can tell me a little bit about myself.
Do we want to make a quick stop by the library and see if we can find a book on Goliath, the lineage of Goliath?
Sure. That sounds
Okay.
nice. Maybe
Okay.
you can pick up some fighters while we're over there.
Why do I get roped into this stuff? Why do I have to find the fighters? I don't even know any fighters.
Yeah, you don't.
How am I supposed to find fighters by X amount of days? I don't even remember when the thing's happening.
Yeah, neither do I, honestly.
Dude, I'll tell you what. We just started drinking and the whole day went by.
Yeah, we'll let Les figure it out. It'll be fine.
Yeah. Do you still want to learn about? Do you still want to learn about your testicles?
Part of me says yes, but I'm scared. I'm scared of the
Listen.
truth.
It's okay. We can do it together. So let's chug this beer and let's head to the library. And
You know, what do you say we sit down here for a little bit and have a few pints? What do you think?
I mean, yeah, after that deal you guys cut, yeah, I'm gonna need a couple drinks.
So where are you at?
Absolutely not. What we have to find Don Orclea. What are you doing?
God.
Oh, come on, Zaya. Would you calm down for just a moment? It's fine. We have plenty of time. We just go out the gate. No, we have to do this now, okay? And who knows what they're doing all the way over there and probably getting fucked up and talking about testicles or something.
Yeah.
Okay, calm down.
Les, I
Jesus.
think Zale might be right. We do need to find what's going on with the Don. Could we, how about strike a deal? Let's take one to go.
Okay, that sounds good. Zaya, would you like some wine? Yes. Okay, perfect. Sorry, can we get 3 to go, 2 ales to go, and 1 wine to go? And then thank you very much again for having us in.
And yeah, so he just looks back at you. You guys came back in, I assume. You're doing this. He looks back at you and he's like, all right. The only thing I got is that blood wine that I had before, that same bottle. So that's all.
I'm
I got the
actually
ales.
okay. I'm fine on the blood wine. She'll have some to go. Don't worry about it.
No, we'll take the bottle. And
All right.
three glasses.
Yeah, and he hands it to you. And you know, for your knowledge, Matt, this is like just the nastiest bottle. It's like I got a stain of some sticky crap on the outside. It's only got like, you know, half in there. The cork is all, you know, it was crumbling and half of it fell inside the bottle, and it's pretty old and disgusting.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay. oh, we're gonna regret this. And as I'm like juggling 3 glasses down my arm and kind of just fill them to the brim and toss the bottle back and pass them out to Zale and Les.
Cheers to finding the necromancer. Go for a cheers. Zale doesn't put her glass in and just goes,
Right.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right. So, Northwest Gate. I mean, do we? What's the plan? Should we meet up with Awen and Hoagie, or
we will go by
should
we will go by Bloody Owl or whatever the fuck it's called and find them there. Knowing Hoagie, he's convinced Awen to stay there for a few drinks. I know he has.
yeah? I mean, we sent our best alcoholic there, so.
We did.
All right, Hoagie. We've had 4 drinks. It's time to go to the library. Away!
Okay, we'll meet them at the Bloody Owl, and we start heading towards the Bloody Owl.
All right, let me see something.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you guys actually run into each other. You guys are approaching the Bloody Owl, and you see these guys walking out of it.
Hi! Whoa!
Hey! Oh, spill a little bit of wine.
Okay,
guys,
where
where are you going?
What's up, Les? You doing?
But Awen, are you fucked up?
A little bit.
Wait, how much have you guys been drinking?
One,
as we're drinking?
2,
I got
7.
What are you doing?
Hoagie taught me a lot about his testicles, but he didn't know all of it because his brains were in the testicles, so he lost his testicles, so he lost his brain. So we're going to the library to learn more about testicles. Would you guys like to come?
No, we found out where the necromancer might be with Don Orcleon, so I think we should probably go there and talk about testicles later.
But testicles.
When you believed, Hoagie, that his testicles were where his brains were.
It piqued my interest. I'm not gonna lie.
You
Not
believed
gonna
that.
lie. He's a convincing man after you've had quite a few ales.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Yeah, did you think about what you're saying there?
Okay, why don't we continue this discussion on our way out of the Northwest Gate?
And to the library.
Nope.
Wait,
The library.
why do we need to go to the library?
Because the library has everything we need.
The library does not have everything we need. In fact,
It doesn't
I
have
feel-
Don Orcleon.
or the necromancer.
You don't know that.
I kind of do know that. I kind of.
Where is he?
Out the Northwest Gate, up the path a little bit, and take it left.
Yeah, guess what's also northwest? The library.
That's geographically not correct.
That's 100% correct.
From our current location, Northwest is not the library.
DM?
Well, they're both north. Yeah, it is northwest of where you guys
God
are at.
damn
They're
it.
both that way.
God.
Mike, I sent
Wait,
you.
I've heard from God. It is northwest.
Okay, listen. We're not stopping at the library. We are not.
Okay, Hoagie, what would you like to do? Hoagie's now my best friend. We made up. And also, amazing idea for our first fight club.
Okay.
Hoagie versus me as a gorilla.
Hoagie.
Man versus beast. As
Hoagie will kill you.
Or I will kill Hoagie.
No.
Either
Hoagie-
way, that's
Hoagie will
that's
murder
a
you.
damn good idea.
Or
It's
I will
all
murder
rigged.
Hoagie.
Yeah. Okay. How about we talk
lit-
about this on the way to the
Northwest Gate.
I'm just trying to earn 10% of my 25% of the 25% cut that I've owned.
10%.
Hoagie
Excuse me?
and I win. How about this?
This is
Hear me
already a
out.
terrible split.
Hear me out. There's a
I
whiskey
was-
bar right by the Northwest Gate. We talk about it more there.
Oh, yeah, I heard it's next to the library. Let's go.
No, it's actually on the other side, closer to the gate. But we'll go there. Don't worry.
Okay.
We'll go to the whiskey bar.
Lovely. Let's go.
Okay.
Perfect.
All right, so you're heading towards the you're heading northwest, kind of toward in that general area.
Yeah, to the
Mhm.
whiskey
Okay.
bar that's right by the Northwest Gate.
All right.
that I've just created in this moment to get these fuckers close to the northwest gate.
That's fine. Let me pull up the city map.
Now, you see, Elo, you have to realize that if I'm the one getting the goons and I'm the one turning into a gorilla and getting my ass kicked by Hoagie, I deserve 10%. What are you doing in this situation?
Me, I'm collecting the money. I'm running the door. All right, that's a lot of work. I got to keep track of that money. I got to collect from everybody that takes the
money.
bets. I gotta get it to the right people. There's a lot to this, man.
Zale,
right?
what
It's
would
not
if you had a
just
choice
on
between
you.
standing out front and counting money or getting beat up by Hoagie as a
Standing
gorilla?
out front?
What would you
I'm not
choose?
a bouncer. I got to walk around. I got to be in the crowds. I got to be amongst everybody. This is hard
Okay,
work.
Zale, what would you rather pick?
I'd prefer to not be there.
Well, you don't have a choice. You're in deep with all of us.
I actually don't think I'm going to be available Friday night.
What are you doing?
What? Yeah. What?
You got a date?
I'm not going to be at your little
You
fight
got a
club.
date? You got a
What?
date, don't you?
No,
She's probably got a date.
no, I don't have a date.
100%
When would
got
I
a
have
date.
found time to get a date?
Sale's got a date.
We've been to a
Hoagie, who do you think
lot
it
of
is?
bars.
It's not me. I don't know.
I don't have
That's a fair point.
I don't know. We've been to quite a few bars.
Zale storms off.
Oh God. I
Embarrassed.
walk in that direction as well.
Sam, you want to go on a date Friday night? I know a place. It's got really good fights.
Okay, what are Zale's cantrips, real quick?
It's your first time as a spellcaster too.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
you're in
trying to
for a
find her-
treat, my
I'm
friend.
trying to find her cantrips real quick. Does she
What
have
does
any?
It should, yeah, she should.
Yeah.
You should go to spells,
spells,
and then it will be considered 0
Gotcha.
because cantrips are like level 0 spells technically.
She
message.
message back to Hoagie and does this and just goes, "This is a message from your lost testicles.
Oh, Maywood.
If you ever hope to find me again, never
Yeah.
speak to Zale like that again."
This is a tricky predicament.
What was that, Hoagie? Everything okay?
Yeah, no, just my testicles speaking to me.
Okay,
Never
Les, we
tell anyone
have to.
that your testicles are talking to you.
Les, we have to go to the library. Hoagie's testicles are telepathically talking to him. I told you
Hoagie,
the brain is in there.
Hoagie, are you sure your testicles are talking to you right now?
I
Tell
think
them
Zale might be
no.
my testicles, guys.
Zale, are you fucking with Hoagie right now?
Why would I waste the time? And she continues to storm.
Gotta get that, that anger out before a date. All right, so where are we going?
There is
Zale and I are heading like towards the northwest gate. We're definitely like moving past the library at the moment, I would say, or at least it's pretty obvious we're not intending to do that.
Yeah. So just so you guys know,
venture
on the
there.
map, and I'll use a little pointer here. So up in this area, you can see is the whatchamacallit, the library, the college area, right? That's where you'd be. This is obviously the northwest gate. And basically on the way, right, in this little cluster of buildings, say right here, is a different, you have been to the Wizard's Sleeve. What you passed by, though, was the Wizard's Robe, which is the whiskey bar. And that is the one I think you had noted. So,
But we're not actually going towards it. It's kind of like when you are funneling you're like, hey, we're going to the park. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So we're going that way
Mhm.
and then veer off towards gate.
Okay. So you're getting, how far would you say, if you want to use the pointer, how far would you say you're kind of getting where you guys are kind of
I'm hoping that we make it completely out. Like, I'm hoping we get the fuck out of Bloodstones.
Okay.
I don't know how to pointer there. Which one is it? Pointer tool. Perfect. I think we were cruising down this road here, and we're just kind of getting through this area right in here where it's like pretty obvious that we probably could have just like turned right here.
Yeah.
But at least Zale and I are up ahead. Maybe the rest of the group is kind of just by the whiskey bar now.
Okay.
About right, everybody.
So
Definitely beelining it to the gate is what I'm trying to do and Zale's trying to do.
all right. So what's Les doing?
I'm like behind the two, just talking to
Okay.
Hoagie and Iwan.
Yep.
Just like ushering. I'm just ushering towards gate. That's all I'm doing.
All right. And you guys are getting closer. Awen and Hoagie, do you see what are you guys doing?
Will.
You got to blame Den on this one.
It's a great pick. What can I say?
Tinglink brought this upon himself.
Yeah,
It did.
that's a good. That is a good pick.
Zale, what's the plan here? Should we like push through and try to get out the gate and just get out of town and look for the Don, or should we kind of just set up kind of bit of a sentry outside of the gate and try to watch for him maybe from the woods? I mean, do we want to? What do you think? Should we kind of hold it down or
That makes the
get out
most
there and
sense to me.
search?
Well, how far do we have to go to get to the necromancer again? It's just out the gate and down the road to the left, right?
That's all I remember. I mean, I know between all of us, hopefully
So,
somebody remembers.
Yeah, you guys would remember. You're talking about the tower that you went to, right? At the very beginning. Yeah, that is a couple hours down the road of travel. So it's get out the gate and you're a couple hours out and you've got a guard tower, kind of a little oasis type of guard tower there.
Perfect.
Let's get the horses so that when they get to the gate, we can just get on the horses and leave.
Well, where are the horses?
In the stable by the gate.
Oh, perfect. Northwest gate? Oh, I didn't know we left them there. Oh, that's perfect. We've been in and out of this town so much lately. I think I just worry that we're going to be playing, tag with the Don or maybe miss him if we head all the way to the tower, all of us as a group, and he just slips past us. We might miss him. This could go either way, though.
Now, one thing I will mention to you guys, right? Just so you guys are aware, right? You remember this is getting kind of evening time. We'll say 7-ish or so. It's probably everything you've been doing, your little walk-arounds and the time at the bar and everything has spent a little bit of time. That's about 20 or so hours since you've woken up. And the reason I say that is because you remember you woke up, you went into the pocket dimension and spent 8 or 9 hours there and then came back. So this has been an extremely long day for you. And the way just for you guys' awareness, the way the game mechanics work is if you hit roughly 24 hours, you begin making constitution saving throws to see if you have levels of exhaustion because you've been awake so long. So just FYI on that, right?
Guys, I'm not gonna lie. Maybe this is the alcohol talking, but I'm fucking tired.
No, I agree. I'm pretty fucking tired too, but this is our chance to catch the Don Orcleon with the necromancer. I don't think we should stop.
Okay, what's the game plan if we do run into him and we're exhausted?
Well, I'm not worried about finding Don Orcleon as much as I am about finding the necromancer. All we have to do is stalk them. We don't need to engage.
Up ahead with Zale. Zale, maybe it's not the best idea to leave. Maybe we question the guards at the gate and see if they can help us out and know anything. I've seen the Don lately. Maybe he's come back already and we just missed him, and just get the information and make decisions from there.
Yes, but the likelihood is that the Don already paid off these guards and they're not going to tell us anything.
But
we can pay them more.
Maybe we.
Fuck.
You came out of Awen, Jesus. We could. That's a good point, though. We could pay them more, or if maybe that's not necessary. I don't know. We could be prepared for that, though. Go into it with that.
But if we start asking the guards where Don Orcleon is, they might let him know that we're looking for him.
I mean, rightfully so. We should be looking for him. We were trying to give him his ring, and he wasn't there.
Him to know.
I mean, what choice do we have?
We don't talk to the gods.
I
don't know. Call it a bias, but I'm kind of siding with Zale right now.
I've been siding with Zale a lot recently.
I don't
seem to
I
be,
mean,
kind of just like, I don't know. You guys are on the same wavelength
yeah,
today.
we're very much the same man today. Strange.
Very strange. Yeah, you guys never agree. Okay, I get your point. What's the next option? I think I overheard Awen saying it, and I think I am too. I am exhausted. This has been a day, and we need to keep looking for the Down. We need to get, at least some eyes or ears on him sooner than later. But
Hoagie, what do you think?
I'm tired.
Okay, fine. But I'll tell you what. I feel like there's a part of me that feels like I want to continue searching. But if we all feel like we need to go to sleep, then we can go to sleep.
what if we just hang in this area for just a little bit, and try to just blend in a little, give it an hour, see if we see anything that catches our eye, and then maybe we could make it back to the inn for the night.
Okay, fine. We will stake out the gate.
Okay.
All right. So go ahead.
Yeah, no, I'm kind of looking around. I guess we're sorry, let me get to the right monitor here. We're probably, I would say we kind of held up, right at this corner here. And we're having this discussion.
Mhm.
In this area, is there like what kind of, shops or buildings are we, am I looking around at?
Yeah. The bluish, purplish buildings to the north are kind of the mage district, right? Down below is really the kind of city center. So you do see just a few different knick-knack shops and stuff. They are, for the most part, closed because it's later, right? I mean, it's you're sitting there and it's kind of getting into the evening, so most of those shops are closed. The bar and those other establishments like that, a couple of those were still open. Obviously, they stay open late, but most of the shops are closed. But yeah, that's really what you see. So, and you see a bunch of traffic in and out still of the gate, and just you can do.
Are there any peddlers or anybody, maybe street urchins around, like somebody who seems like, maybe would, if I tossed him a coin, I might be able to ask him a couple questions.
Yeah, I mean, you see, again, there's a few folks you see kind of wrapping up shop and stuff, so they're not. But yeah, sure, there's a couple of guys that are there doing that. I mean, not a ton of them, but a couple of them sitting on the corners. Mm-hmm.
Okay. You guys might hang out here for a second, and I walk maybe up across the street here to in front of this building. There's a couple guys leaning up against the wall. Hey, you guys mind if I ask a quick question? And I just kind of flash a bit of a coin in my hand. I don't give it to him yet, but try to make it pretty obvious that I'm drawing their attention to my hand there.
Sure. They kind of look around. What do you need?
You guys seen I don't know if you know him, but Don Orcleone passing through this area in the last few hours.
And they kind of get looks on their face. They're like, "Hey, buddy, we don't want any trouble."
No trouble. No trouble at all. Just an inquisitive mind is all. I owe him a few dollars, and I just was trying to find him, and I was told he might be in this area.
And they just got their big wide eyes in their faces, and the one guy, a couple of guys are just like, they're just kind of backing off. The one guy's like, I don't. I saw him earlier. I saw him earlier, but I can't. I mean, he's looking around and going, "You didn't hear that from me."
And I flip him the coin. How much earlier?
I don't know, but 5-6 hours ago, maybe. I saw him go towards, and he left the gate. That was it. I haven't seen him since then.
All right, perfect. Thank you very much. Appreciate your time.
Okay.
And
And they just kind of
tip my hat and-
they all scurry off. They're like, okay, we're done.
I walk back over to the group. So about 5 hours ago, he left the gate.
Okay. So he's probably going to stay overnight wherever he's going. If it takes a few hours just to get to anywhere from here, unless there's someone close by.
It's possible. I mean, I still think it's worth maybe hanging out for. I mean, what? It's just hitting dusk now. I mean, he could be coming back into town in the next 30, 40 minutes. I think it's worth sticking around the area for a few minutes.
What if we just post up somewhere near and some of us can start resting while one person keeps guard? At
That's
worst,
not a
we could
bad
rest
idea.
for a little bit, and maybe that would be a little bit more beneficial if we have to quickly
everything
go.
around here is closed. I mean, if maybe we do a little bit of a rotation. I don't mind hanging around the area for a little bit, take a first shift. I don't know if anybody wants to stick around, but the rest of you could maybe hang out back at the Wizard's Robe, past a little ways back, whiskey bar.
I'm going to check something real quick, and I'm gonna walk out, and I'm gonna go to the shanties that are right here to the left. The little shanty houses.
Sure, the little like the brownish ones or the red ones.
These ones here.
Okay.
Oh,
Yep.
out the gate.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna hang out just immediate left towards those shanty houses.
Yeah. And you see that there's not too many people there, right? Because you remember on your way into the town when the first time you got here, these had all been evacuated because of the orc attacks, right? And you see that people haven't quite moved back in yet. So they're pretty abandoned. I mean, you can just kind of hang out there if you want.
Can I look around the houses and see if any of them have been recently occupied by perhaps John Orcleone and whoever he's meeting with?
Yeah, sure. Do an investigation check or perception check, whichever you want to do.
We'll do perception. 12.
Okay. You know, as you're kind of going through them, you see most of them look like they've been abandoned for, a few weeks, a couple weeks at least. There's a couple that seem like maybe there were people in and out. You notice that, they're a little bit cleaner, like maybe someone cleaned some of them, and there was things are kind of put away. Most of the stuff, what's left though, most of it seems to also have been ransacked, right, with people not there. But yeah, there's a few of them that seem like maybe they were used within the past few days.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Can I walk up to the ones that look like they have been recently used and just try and do an investigation on those ones?
Yeah. Go ahead.
12 again.
Okay. Yeah, and nothing really stands out to you other than, it's like there were some kind of dishes in the sink type of thing and, that were recently cleaned and, that's about it. It looks like
There's no hot food out, like anything that's been recently
nothing
used?
that was like left in a hurry or anything like that, right? Although the food that is there doesn't look spoiled in any way. Like, the loaf of breads look relatively fresh and things like, so you can tell there were people there.
Okay. A little part of me just wants to. Can Les look for just doors, any other doors, or any to other rooms potentially?
Come full circle on the doors.
We're back.
So, yeah, in the houses and stuff, you do see a few, random doors, and they're, a couple of them are closed, a couple of them are open type of thing. So you're free to try them.
Yeah. Les opens every single door in the house.
Okay. And you see typical rooms, you see bedrooms, you see, kind of, what their version of like a bathroom type of thing. And, there's not modern plumbing out there or anything like that. But, just some rooms. There's a kitchen. There's a, family type rooms, just things behind the various doors like that. A couple of the beds look, unused. In a couple of them, they do look used, like they were recently used. Probably they're not dusty or anything like that.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. You know what? I'm just gonna let Les do like just walk around and like really check out this area for I
Mhm.
guess the next hour. Just really just
Okay.
fucking looking through it all.
Okay. Cool. What's everybody else doing?
That's
Anyone?
I mean, I can stay with you if you want someone.
Yeah, I mean, it's up to you guys. I don't want to draw too much attention, but we're already kind of doing what we're supposed to do. If we want to just hang here at this corner and just keep an eye out and
I mean, I have the ability to cast one more pass without a trace if we need to start doing some sleuthing. So, and yeah, I can manage, but I will need a nap soon. But I can manage for right now.
fair. Well, I don't know. I mean, I guess if you want to sleuth, we could sleuth. We could make that happen, or we can just hang out. Either way, I know I could use at least one more drink just to kind of settle this in for the night. I mean, I'm hoping to not get in any confrontation this evening, regardless.
I feel like we should be prepared because it's the necromancer.
Fair. Good point. Good point.
What?
Zale, what do you think? I don't know if we should catch up with Les or just let him do his thing.
Les will be Les. I think I don't know. I think waiting for Don Orcleone to come through a gate seems like it'd be a bit too obvious for him. So there's probably another way he's coming and going, but honestly, I am so tired. I just want to go to sleep.
Well, how about this? Why don't the three of you head back to the inn, and I'll hang out here, keep a low profile, and just wait for Les to come back through. And then we'll catch up with you at the end.
Wonderful.
Are you sure you want to do this by yourself?
I'm not by myself. Les is outside. It's all right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well-
If I see anything and I'm alone, I'm not even gonna make any noise. I'm just gonna keep an eye on things, and then we'll at least know the Don is back in the city or not. And if I don't see him, then maybe he's got another entrance. But
Okay,
it's
good
interesting
luck.
that he passed through here. So
Zale's already
Oh,
walking off.
good night, Dale.
Dale. I'll just run off
Yeah.
after. Good luck, Elo.
Yeah. See you guys in a bit.
And that was the last we heard.
Can Les walk up and do these houses as well now too?
Sure. Go ahead.
Like same same investigation, just see if they've been used recently or anything like that.
Okay.
5. Fuck you,
Five, yeah.
Les. God
And you
damn it.
don't. You can't really tell much. There's no new information, right? It looks pretty much the same as the others.
All right. And then after he checks those out, he's probably going to go back in to see what everyone's up to.
And Elo is just like very casually, leaning up against the building on this corner, minding his own business. I don't know, just watching the passerbys. As Les comes back in.
Okay. Great. And as you're doing this and you're spending this time and stuff, you notice a few more people coming in and out. It's the overall, obviously, as it gets later, there's less and less people coming in and out of the gate. If you spend long enough there, you see that they kind of start closing down the gate. It's not open like it is during the day usually, so they tink, and then people have to check in before they're let through. And that's it. And you don't notice, and you don't even have to make a check for this, right? Because I know you're looking for it. You do not notice Don Orcleone at all coming through this crowd.
Elo.
Hey.
Why would the necromancer let Don Orcleone boss him around to begin with? Like, once Don Orcleone serves his purpose, what's to stop the necromancer from just holding him and keeping him?
I mean, maybe there's something we don't know about the Don, or something we don't know about the necromancer. Something, a reason for him to hold sway. I mean, just because there's powerful magic doesn't mean there's not powerful politics involved in this.
Oh, jeez, you really that was caught me off guard with the amount of logic you just presented there. I'm not going to lie to you. Goddamn.
Yeah, I think the some in that blood wine
Oh, that blood wine was nice, wasn't it?
went straight to my head. Yeah. I feel like I got 3 testicles.
Elo, do you think we should go down the road a little bit? Hop on one of our horses, or well, no, we're not going to share a horse, but hop on our horses and just go down the road a little bit, check things out, see if there's anyone down there.
Sounds like the start of Brokeback Mountain.
I've already made out with one of them.
I mean, don't threaten
I
me
don't
with
know,
a
I
good
just-
time.
In the pit of my stomach, it feels weird that we're not doing anything when we have such fresh knowledge.
Yeah, I
Trust
know.
me, I'm exhausted. I am fucking tired, but we finally have a hot trail, and everyone wants to go to sleep.
I know. I feel the same way. I mean, how long have we been at this though? I mean, time doesn't pass the same. Where we were with the Archmage, I mean, we've lost hours more than what it truly is in this world, in this dimension. I mean, we got to be careful. We're getting so close, but we don't want to get reckless. But also,
Yeah, fuck being reckless.
it's a terrible thing to be. Kidding, I love you, Brian.
And in the room, Hoagie just sheds a single tear.
Right. Doesn't even know why.
How about this? Let's maybe we go out the gate and we just look around and we 30 minutes. All right. We
30
won't
minutes
even
down
get the
road on
horses.
horseback?
Yeah. All right.
30 minutes there, 30 minutes back. Easy.
I think
Now-
we can
See if
do
we
that.
see anything unusual.
Are you guys outside? You're kind of outside, right?
Yeah.
We're where we're at.
Okay, yeah. You're
Yeah,
outside.
on the map. So we're
Okay.
outside of any buildings. Yeah, we're just
And is
down on the
anybody?
street
Did
at the
anybody
moment.
go into the whiskey bar, or was that not happening?
No, I think everybody else has been moving back to the inn
Okay.
to go to sleep and
Okay.
and rest.
Yep, makes sense. Okay, cool.
At least last we left off. So,
Mhm.
but yeah, I think we're in agreement. So we're gonna, approach the guards and head out. Assuming they have closed the gates at this point. It's kind of check out time. We
Yep.
gotta
Yeah.
speak with them to leave.
And they just kind of, way they look, they recognize you as the Rangers, and they're like, "Oh, you heading out for a while, Rangers?"
A quick 30 minutes there, 30 minutes back. It'll be fine.
Yeah, we'll be back within the hour.
All right. Well, we'll expect you about an hour from now. So safe journey.
Appreciate
Alright.
you.
Hop on horse and just go down the road for a ways.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to do any perception or investigation along the way, I mean, you can do
Goddamn
a
right.
couple of those checks and see what you see.
Yeah.
15.
Yeah.
A 15. Okay. And
Alright.
Elo, you doing anything?
Yes. Kind of the same. I think we're both just. It's a bit of a quiet ride. We're just kind of both focused and
Okay.
and thinking and
Yeah.
keeping an eye out. And I'm doing a terrible job of it. I'm very distracted. 5.
Okay, so with the 15, Les, you do notice some tracks, and they seem to be orc tracks. That you kind of estimate and go, well, you see some things, you recognize them as kind of orc footprints. Do a survival check.
Cool. And I'm proficient in it. Yeah. 7.
Okay. So you get down and you can't quite tell, you recognize them as orc feet, right? But, and there's a few others that are like non-orc feet, maybe human or elf in the kind of that area. But you can't tell really the size or the person or anything like that for these tracks. But you do know it's like kind of some orcs and then a couple of other races.
There are orc tracks here, but I mean, so many people use this road. I can't determine whether or not it's the orcs we are looking for. So,
Wow. How did you spot that? Sorry, I just feel
do you
so
want to take a
distracted
look
right
and
now.
you want to take a look at the orc tracks I found and see if you?
Yeah. So, Can I do a bit of a survival check as well?
Sure. Yeah.
See if there's anything more to it. Perfect. Absolutely have no idea what's going on right now.
What did you roll?
Just a 0.
Away.
Just a straight. I rolled a 1 and it's a -1 in survival. Yeah, I just lean down and I'm looking at these tracks and I just kind of start walking away from the tracks, following like clearly not orc tracks. Like I'm following like a horse and buggy track. Like, yeah, no, these don't seem like these don't even look like orc track. This like I don't even know where this would be.
Ela, we need to get you to bed. We need to get you.
Yeah,
get you to bed right now.
You're probably right. It's been about 30. Yeah, we should
probably head back.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So I guess we just head back and then probably just all the way to the inn to go to sleep for the night.
Okay. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So everybody gets a long rest out of that, so we can do that. And I think, let me see. I don't know if we can do this for. I could probably do it for Zale. Long rest. Take a long rest. Confirm. Boom. Okay, so Zale should have her long rest too. Boom. So everybody should be back.
Assume that I just went like straight to sleep. I just gotta run to the bathroom.
Yeah. Do you guys want to take a break? The 15-minute break,
Sure.
And then well, we will be back in 15 minutes. Everybody, we'll see you then.
back.
And we are back. All right. Cool. So hopefully everybody is refreshed both in game and out of game. So the night you kind of, go through the night and you wake up the next morning. Yeah, that's pretty much where we're at right now. So
Cool. All right. Now I have 2 suggestions for everybody.
I assume you're meeting down in the tavern.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
No, he's just talking to
I
himself.
was just saying.
Just in bed, all right. I have 2 suggestions for everybody.
God, these walls are paper thin.
Yeah, right.
Do we go to the docks again to see if Don Leon is back in his warehouse, or do we immediately just head out?
We could split the party.
Oh, I love a good split party.
Yeah, you know what? Party splits are the best. Well, we're already split from the party because Zale is still sleeping, I think.
Well, wake her up.
She walks downstairs.
Mm.
God, I needed that.
Feeling refreshed, Zale? Looks at
Ish.
not watch. Pocket watch, maybe.
So what are we gonna do? What do you guys want to do?
We know what we know is that, or at least as reliable as some a few people on the street can be. That the Don did leave out the northwest gate, kind of yesterday evening, and didn't come back in, unless he came back in, super late. Do we check the demon's hole one more time before leaving town, just in case, so we don't end up, having to double back? Or
that might be a very good. I feel it's probably the smart thing to do.
And as you guys are talking, you see the door to the tavern kind of bust open, and you see a couple of guards. Looks like maybe a Bloodstone's End guard captain. And he comes in and he's like, "Oh, good, Rangers, you're here. The Duke needs you urgently. Please come to the Duke as soon as you can. He needs you urgently. There's no time to waste."
All right,
guys, this sounds urgent.
just get up and start going.
Well, can we have breakfast first?
I grab Iwan. I just grab Iwan. Just come on, Iwan.
Yeah.
And then I hand him the food wrapped in food that I had.
I was gonna say.
Thank you.
All right.
All right. Yeah. We're heading straight for the Duke, I guess.
All right. You and you get there, and you get into the Duke's chamber, the right there in the throne room, and you see several guards that are there, and the Duke is talking urgently, and he's like, "Have they arrived yet?" And that's he's talking about that, and who just well, we will see what happens to Tumnus. Is he still in audio? Just making sure. Yep, he is. Okay, so he can keep listening. So as you get into the chamber, the Duke is looking at the guards and is like, "Have they arrived yet? What's happening? I must know." And then you guys come in, and he's like, "Rangers, come here. I've been told." And the Duke is saying this to you. "I've been told that there's something urgent happening here, and you were needed." And even before you can say anything, you see immediately another Bloodstone's End and a couple of orc guards come in, from Zolgrad. They're actually wearing the Zolgrad uniform, and they're like, and he's like, "What?" And they look beat up and bloody. And behind them, and the Bloodstone End guard goes, "My lord, the delegation from Zolgrad." And he's like, "Well, what about them?" "Yes, I've been told something." He's like, they were attacked, my lord. It seems by a group of undead, and there was supposedly a hooded figure with them, and Don Leon." The Duke's like, "Damn!" And so in behind you see a few more orcs and like bloodied guards come in, and in behind them you see Rue walk in, and she's hobbling like she's like her legs broken or something. And she looks around and she's kind of cut and bloody, and she just has this like scared look on her face, and she looks at you, Les, and goes, "Oh, Les, they took him. It was the same evil person who killed my father. He overwhelmed us with undead. It all happened so quickly. One moment we were happily making our first official visit to the city, and the next, the undead were all over us. We were fighting for our lives. They held us off while he took Jeremy. I tried so hard. I tried to get him. I couldn't. I really tried, Les. You have to get him back. Please, you have to save our son."
Fuck. Okay. That's a lot to take in.
and Rue just comes up and she just hugs you, like, and you can tell she's shaking and she's just freaked out.
Probably lost Tumnus now.
Yeah, I think Tumnus just like crashed or something. Fuck. Did you see where they went? Did you see where they took Jeremy?
And you get from the that they took off, there was and basically they say that some of their guards that were still like Bloodstone's End guards and Zolgrad guards that were around were able to they chased after these folks right as they took off. They said ultimately they made their way down and took off down that northwest road. And then the ones that were injured are the ones that came back to the keep here to warn the Duke and to, call you guys in.
Duke, did you have what else did you have for us, Duke? Or is this what you called us here for?
No, he goes, "This is what one of my gods came in earlier and said that there was an emergency and that they needed me and that they had some information for the Rangers. And so I said, I sent word for you to come here as soon as possible. What you're hearing is the first I'm hearing of details as well."
Duke, what's the timeline for this attack, or can anybody tell me what the timeline is?
He looks over at the guards and they're like, this happened about within the past hour or so, because they were on their way to the city. There was a delegation from Zolgrad making their way to Bloodstone's End. Obviously, they had camped, overnight, and they got up early, and as they approached and they got closer to the city, that's when they were attacked.
All right. If we would have just followed through last night.
Oh. Okay. Hoagie, I need you to pick up Iwan. He passed out on the ground. And then we're going to get on horses. We're going to get on our horses, and we're going to chase this bastard down.
Yeah, and I walk up to Rue and I look at her and I said, "We're going to get Jeremy back, all right?"
Thank you. Please be careful.
I'm gone out the front door immediately, just trying to go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Wait. Can I want to Duke? Can you send anybody with us? 5 of your best men.
Of course.
Or anybody
yes.
you can spare.
There's we can spare a few, although the city is now being locked down. If there was more attacks, we have to lock down the city.
Even one would be
whatever you need. It sounds like there were Zolgrad gods and everything. Now, what I can do, and he goes, "Hang on." And he whispers, you hear him talking to the guard captain. He's like, "Can you send word to the tower? Can we get a message out there magically?" "Yes, my lord." And so he's like, "I can do even better. While we can't necessarily send guards with the city, we can send all the guards in the area at the tower and everything and other guard towers nearby to converge on that position and to see what they can, perhaps if they can cut them off."
Perfect. That's exactly what we need. Thank you, Duke.
All right.
And I'm hightailing it out of there.
Good. Okay. So hopefully we'll see if Tumnus comes back. It looks like he's having a router issue right now, but worst case, we can play both of them, right? All right.
Dropping like flies.
So let's go back to here. All right. So you guys make your way out of, and you see there's, it's urgent, right? All the guards and everything are on alert. Assume you guys make your way down the Northwest Passage or out the gate and down the road.
The Northwest Passage.
The Northwest
across Lewis
Passage.
Park.
That's right. All right. So you make your way, and after, what you're seeing is you see more as you're walking down the road. You see more like just trampled tracks and stuff. On the way, you also see a few random bodies, just like there's guard bodies and there's a few undead bodies like that are around, like just dead on the side of the roads. And it looks like the battle, like there were skirmishes along the whole route, small skirmishes.
We need to take care of these bodies so that the necromancer can't use them again, correct? Is that something the necromancer would do? Would bring them back? So do we need to burn the bodies or some shit?
I mean, it's possible that you're free to do that. What you notice though is that they are dead. Like they're not moving right now, right? So they are just dead right now, off to the side of the road. So you're of course free to do that, to burn the bodies.
I don't think we have time.
Yeah, Les, we don't have time. We'll get one of the guards when we get there to double back and send word to dispose of as many bodies as possible.
Mm-hmm.
All right, just carrying on then.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And you get to the guard tower. It's the same guard tower that you had fought before. You see surprisingly no one there. Like there are no guards in it. There are no undead. It is silent. There's not even any bodies around. There's no blood. There's no anything. You see tracks and it looks like that stampede, the trail that goes towards that cave. And again, remember this happened within the past couple hours, right? So you're a couple hours behind this, right? It looks like they're just kind of, the brush was kind of on the sides of the trail going to that necromancer cave. It's all cut down and trampled and everything. So there was looks like a large contingent of folks that were there.
Go ahead, Elo.
Yeah. We're all cruising up, and as we get there, we're all kind of in a circle, a bit confused. There's nobody here. Where we need to just keep going. We need to keep moving. There should be a contingency of guards here, and there's not. They sent word ahead. This is where they were going to meet us.
Den, did you say we noticed where tracks had been going?
Yeah, and just like last time, when the very first mission you guys had out here, and it was, you see this, it's the same trail, right? It's off in that same direction. And you see the little dirt path that you guys made it down last time, except all the underbrush and stuff, the plants, things on the side of it look all trampled as well. So it looks like there was a large contingent of folks that went down that trail.
Okay, follow it then.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
But knowing that there's a huge number, definitely on edge a bit as well.
Right. And as you get down there relatively incident-free. You do see along the way, you see a few bodies, a few guard bodies, and a few undead bodies, the same as you had seen. Not as many, right? And, a few orcs, a few bloodstones and guards, and a few undead. So, should we catch Tumnus up? I don't know if you guys want to do that.
I miss. I was just given food wrapped in food, and now there's dead bodies.
Yeah, you passed out. But
I put the sleeping potion inside of the burrito. Sorry, it gets me off a little bit. I forgot that was the one that I did that too. Basically, what happened was we got to the fucking Duke. The Duke told us that a Zolgrad people have been attacked. My son Jeremy was stolen, and now we're chasing after. There's bodies everywhere, and we cannot find anyone. But there's undead bodies, guard bodies, and Zolgrad bodies along the path. We're back. We just got to the tower, and you've woken up. So thank God you did not eat the whole fucking burrito. You would have been out all day.
We're following this trail from the tower through into the woods. It's like a very wide swath of obviously a lot of people came trampling through here. We're kind of following bodies and blood.
All right, let's go then.
Okay. And so Tumnus, for reference, this is the same guard tower, and now you're going down the same path that you went down in that first episode when you found the necromancer initially, right? And so you are approaching, and you get up to the spot where the entrance of the cave was, right? And you see the entrance is wide open. Okay. So assume you're making your way down.
Hmm.
All right. So we will pull up the map here. And let me drag out because I actually have all of your tokens. You can use that Les, or you can use the Les that I have. It's up to you.
I am Les.
All right. So you guys can arrange those tokens any way you want there.
Nice.
All right. And so this is the same cave entrance you've seen before, right?
Yep.
You went down, it's dark inside, but you can see even with some dark vision, it stretches around. And if you remember last time you were here, you saw that big stone door with the wooden lever. And when you had opened it with that lever, some of you had thrown up from the stench inside. This time you see rubble. It looks like that door was just exploded. And there's folks that are like you see right into it, right into the hallway beyond.
Okay, move up cautiously and then look left and right.
Okay, so left and right, this is what you see. You see bones, tons of bones. With many of them they're like fresh, and it looks like the flesh is just gone. That there's many of them are wearing Bloodstone Zenguard uniforms. Some are wearing Zolgrad. Some are just wearing random equipment. And you see a bit on the walls everywhere, but especially off to your left, you see scorch marks on the floor and some smoke coming out of that room where you had found Hoagie's axe, that equipment room.
Okay, so being careful not to step on the bones, Les comes up this way to check and peek into the room.
Okay. And as you look into the room, there's no major fire and stuff right now, but you just smell smoke kind of lingering in the air, and you just see piles of, bodies and equipment and wood and it looks like things were tossed in here, that bodies were tossed in here, and they just lit it ablaze. I mean, that's what you see in this room, and you don't see anything. I mean, you feel the heat coming out of it, although the fire seems to be, it's like died down. It's like embers now.
Okay.
Zale and I are peeking kind of just around this corner.
Okay.
Just to look down the hallway. We're not
Yep.
exactly advancing.
What do you see, Les?
Fire. Body is burnt to a crisp. It's died down now, but it looks like they were burning them away for some reason.
And you see the same. You see down this hallway as Elo and Zale are looking down it. This hallway last time you were here was clear. There are now piles of bones and bodies and everything. And it looks like, this looks like major battle happened here, right? Between undead Bloodstone and Zolgrad guards. And that's what you see looking down the hall. You can see all the way down to the cave in the back where you had originally fought that undead gelatinous cube.
Mm-hmm.
And it just looks like bones going along the way.
God, this is terrible.
All right, Les,
Just peeking into this next room.
you peek around the corner there and you see same thing, more bodies down the hallway, and you see the door to that room that before just kind of hanging open.
Alan, Hoagie.
Yeah.
The door is open over here.
Should we go down it?
I'm walking down it.
Okay.
Just gonna peek in.
Yep.
This is where Timmy and Jimmy were.
Let's see real quick. Let me get this. So in here, the doors are hanging open. You see the same kind of and even more like blood stains and splatter that you had seen before when you were in this room. There are no bodies though. Before you had seen the bodies on the tables that looked like they were being experimented on, and then they rose up and were undead. You don't see any of that. You see a few bones off, kind of off to your right and a little bit off to your left, but that's it in here.
There is nothing in here.
I mean, can we go through the door to the right?
Yeah.
Which
The
Feel like
door
that's-
here. The door up to
Yeah.
off to the right in that room.
Or should we just keep going down to the left? What do you think?
I'll go in and check the door. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. At the same time, I'm like up a bit further, kind of just at this pile of bones, just like taking it in.
Yeah. And you see down the down, and that door was hanging open too, right? It was just kind of like the other one. And you see these doors are almost like they look like in some cases they were knocked open or blasted open type of thing. And you see, just down the hallway, that's you see more bodies and more bones. Now you're seeing the other hallway where Elo and Zale are.
Mm-hmm. I kind of look back. Zale, take this. I'd like hand her like a fresh like handkerchief like for her mouth, and I kind of put my own over my face.
Yeah.
Like we're both kind of just like floored at this point.
And there's
by the amount
smoke.
of
I mean,
carnage.
it's not as bad as near that equipment room, but you see there's just kind of this haze in the whole area, right? So it's not impossible to breathe, but there's a little bit of a cough going on from it and everything. So
Yeah. Les, what's going on down there?
There's carnage everywhere, but there's no bodies. Everything, it's all bones. Everything is bones.
It's same thing over here. Gee.
I'm gonna move to Elo, and Elo, do you think we should move further up? Check out the room with the water.
Yeah, I think we should head that way. Let's make sure we have everybody with us though before we go. Let's already go all the way down the hallway.
yes, they do, right? All right, so
Les is like desperately trying to find his son right now.
Yeah. And you peek in here, and as you approach it, the cave, you hear the kind of familiar sound of the waterfall. You also notice the number of bones in this room, the piles, it seems to be less. And you enter the room, and it almost looks as it did the last time you were here. It looks like the smoke was kind of maybe that it didn't drift. Once it drifted down here, you see it kind of being washed away by the water, the moving water, because it's more humid in this room and everything. And so, yeah, there are some bones in this room, some bone piles, but that's it. And the water itself looks not clear, but you don't see that lump of, that cloudy area that you did before, right? So you don't see anything in there.
Okay.
I'm gonna walk up and just kind of hold Les back for a second. One second. And I, kind of pick up one of the bones off the ground and like toss it in the water.
Mm-hmm.
And just kind of.
Yep. And when you do that,
Smart man.
you see the bone kind of arc, and as it hits the water, it just makes a little splash. And that's it.
All right. Are we going?
Les dives into the pool, and then
Okay.
not full
It's like
dives.
two-
but
it's like 2 feet.
Goes,
Yeah.
just goes into it and starts making his way over here.
All right. So you get over there. Again, this hallway, you kind of see it again. A few more bone piles, bodies, although not as many as you saw up front. Like it is less than it was.
Gotcha.
As you come around down here, you look down this hallway. You see a few more bone piles, and you see the door to that lab is also just kind of knocked open.
Cool. Just makes it up to the door.
Yep.
And stops at the door.
Okay. In this room, you see that same massive pile of bones. And if anything, it looks like they might even be it's bigger, and there's more on either side. The desk off to the left is in a bit of more disarray than when you saw it last time. The table there's nothing on it, so it is, you still see the rune circle. You still see more bones inside of it. The rune circle is not glowing right now, so you don't see anything like that. But you see more bones than there were last time you were here.
Les, don't you think we should be a little careful?
Les is skirting around the side of it.
We
Like
just
getting
we just
to
got to
the other
keep up
side.
with them, Awen. Awen, can you detect anything like any magic or anything up ahead of us, or?
Can I? I don't think I selected that spell this morning.
Oh, sorry.
Nope.
Accidentally grabbed Les.
Oh, no, but I can turn off a spell.
What's
But I
this looking
can't-
like then?
Okay. So again, you see a few bone piles, and then you come up to this door, and this door is closed and locked. And it looks like, this door actually looks not even pounded against. It looks almost new. It's so it's still the same type of thing. Yep.
I'm gonna approach the door, kind of squeezing past Les, assuming Les is kind of working the door a bit, and you think, hold on, let me check for traps or anything, and so I'm gonna check the door for traps.
Okay. Go ahead and roll sleight of hand, I think.
22.
Okay. You don't find any traps on it, as far as you know. As you're checking the door, you realize it is locked.
I'm gonna try to. Well, actually, guys, do you want me to try to get us through here? It seems to be locked, but I don't think there's any traps or anything.
Do it.
Are we doing this?
Get us through.
All right. I'm gonna pick the lock then.
Okay. Roll it up. I think it's
Thieves also sleight of hand.
Yeah, but
right?
I think it's with. Can you? I can't remember if Rose can roll thieves' tools or if you just roll straight sleight of hand. It's something like that, but.
I think I just need to have thief tools on me, right?
Maybe that's what it is. And you get the, because you have the extra bonuses to that. So make sure that, you do. Okay. So yeah, sleight of hand. It looks like the plus 11 bonus on that. So
Yeah. So it's hefty.
right.
So that's 23.
Okay. And the lock just click. You like, as you start doing it, it takes you about 5 seconds to just unlock this door.
Yeah. And I don't push it open.
That's
All right,
11
it's
on that. Jesus.
it's all right. We're good to go. Who wants to take the lead on this one? And I'm because I am not.
All right.
It's a bad
So,
idea.
Les opens the door, and I've got a little bit of a description here. So, as you open the door, you see what appears to be Jeremy strapped down on the back table. Next to him, chained to the wall, you see Don Orcleone. The Don looks battered, bruised, and exhausted, but is still trying to break his chains, and he's yelling, "Leave the kid alone, you bastard!" The recipient of his yelling is also very apparent. You see the necromancer standing beside the table in the back. He turns to you as you open the door and says, "Good news, everyone. You're here just in time. But where are my manners? Formal introductions are finally in order. I am Draxus, former apprentice of Potestus Bloodstone. Your sacrifices will be added to that of our crime boss here. They will ensure that this boy is extremely powerful after he is transformed. The boy will be raised as the heir to my new master once he has all the crystals. When he is of age, the boy will be the perfect vessel to hold the power of both my old and new masters. He will be unstoppable." Roll for initiative.
All right.
Ooh, fuck.
I don't think that's the Viceroy, guys.
I still think it might be the Viceroy. Zale's got a +2.
Ooh, 22.
14. Okay.
Zale's 10. All right.
Okay, hang on. Zale was 10, you said?
Yeah.
Okay, who got it? Awen?
22.
22. Hoagie?
5.
5. Elo?
14.
14. And Les?
14. Let's go, Elo.
Oh shit, dude.
Who's going first?
Rolled
What you
11.
got? I got 21.
All right.
Suck it.
Okay, so let me see. Boom. Let me just put these in order. So it looks like then. Wow. All right. Then Elo, then Les, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then boom, boom, boom. Oh, shit. Okay. Okay, so let me drop some tokens on here.
Did Draxus here say who his new master was? Because he said like, oh,
He-
perfect vessel from old and new master, or something along those lines. Like,
No, he did not. He
Okay.
simply said that whatchamacallit.
he said he was
said
the
that
assistant
he
of
was
Potessus Bloodstone.
Yeah, he was the apprentice years
Apprentice.
past, obviously,
Okay.
of Potessus Bloodstone, and he simply said his new master. He didn't say who it was.
Okay. It's Viceroy. It's totally the Viceroy.
That's right.
He's still
Um,
involved. He might not be the necromancer.
But he's involved.
Okay, so the first one up is Awen.
God damn it! Where's the boy?
He's on the table in the back, and we can drag a we can drag a little thing out there. Here, this will be the boy. He's like tied. Okay, that's fine. That's Barney. Then here, this
Perfect.
is the. Oh shit! That's
Foster,
the
what did you
Hang
do to
on.
him?
He's wearing his Halloween
And
costume.
Spike kills Barney.
Oh shit! those are-
Jeremy, I didn't
know
know it
what?
was you.
Hang on, let me shrink this guy down. This is
Dork Leone.
yeah, he's like tied up in the corner here. And like I said, he was battered and bruised, and you could see him lunging, trying to protect the kid. Like, not cool. Like, don't fuck with the kid, right?
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
all right. So yeah, Awen, you are up.
Okay. Can I? This is going to be interesting,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll let you. The big thing is, I want to do this. Tell me if I do it, if I would kill Jeremy.
Mm-hmm.
Awen would like the arm, the stars come out of his arm. As they come out, they land on his hand on each like apex of his finger,
Mm-hmm.
and then the rest in his palm. He takes out a feather and crushes it up and just sticks it on his palm, and then faces his hand out, and then you just see a blast of wind shoot out of his hand, go down to the ground, go up to the necromancer. I would like to cast Wind Wall.
Okay, what does that do?
So it says, a wall of strong wind rises from the ground at a point you choose within range. You can make the wall 50 feet long, 15 feet high, 1 foot thick. You can shape the wall any way you choose as long as it's continuous on the ground. So can I box Draxus in? And Jeremy doesn't take any damage because it's continuous 5 foot cube, but it's all facing in towards Draxus.
What's the range on it?
120 feet.
Okay, so that's fine here then. So any shape you want.
As long as it's continuous along the ground. So I just basically want to box him in and have the force of the wind within him.
Okay.
So from like Jeremy's point of view, he's on the back side of the wall.
Yeah. So it would be basically around his 5 foot Draxus's 5 foot square. You want to put a box, right? Like a wall. Okay.
Essentially, if I'm reading this right.
Yeah, and what is it? So what does it
Was
do?
it continuous from the
It
origin
says
point?
when the wall appears, each creature within its area must make a strength saving throw.
Within its area. Okay.
But I'm assuming if it's a wind wall, one side of the wall
It was windy.
is windy and the other side's not.
Yeah, I think we can. We could go with that. I don't know if that. Yeah, I'd have to look that one up. I'm not sure. Does it specify in the spell?
It just says when the wall appears,
Yep.
each creature within its area must make a strength saving throw or take damage. It doesn't also the D&D Beyond doesn't explain what happens if if a creature starts in its area. You know
So
how
let me-
with my moonbeam it says if a creature starts its turn within the moonbeam, it takes the extra
Yeah.
damage.
How thick?
It doesn't
is-
really describe it well.
Well, let me look at the spell. Okay.
1 foot thick.
It is what level is it?
Wind Wall level 3.
Okay, let me look at this. Let me just
Because if
look
I
at
can
it real quick.
trap him in just a bombardment of wind, I feel like that would be a victory.
All right, concentration up to a minute, 1 action, strength 15 save. While a strong wind rises from the ground at a point you choose within range, you can make the rises from the ground at a point you choose within range. Okay, so it would be around there. The wall up to 50 feet long, 15 feet high, 1 foot thick. You can shape the wall in any way you choose, so long as it makes one contiguous path along the ground. The wall lasts for the day. When the wall appears, each creature within its area. So, what is the area?
See, that's what I'm confused. That's what I'm confused about. How far does the wind blast?
Takes 3d8 bludgeoning damage on a failed, or half as much. The strong wind keeps fog, smoke, loose, lightweight, brought into the arrows, bolts, affected, siege engines, creatures of gaseous form can't pass through it. I actually
Then
want
they
to.
explain some
This is
stipulation.
important. I want to look up the area. What is the area of?
Again, trying not to kill Jeremy.
Well, right, I get it, and this is going to be important.
And they also don't explain, like, so Draxus's turn. Does he take damage? Does he have to do a strength save to try to get out of the wind wall? Like, you know, we're not sponsored by
Yeah.
D&D Beyond. We can talk about their faults.
Just so you're aware,
Mhm.
ranged weapon attacks, small or flying creatures or objects can't pass through the wall. Arrows, bolts, and other ordinary projectiles launched at targets behind the wall are deflected upward and automatically miss. However, this does not apply to siege weapon or magical ranged attacks. Just so you're aware. So if he uses magic, he can get through it.
Yeah. And I know it was mainly like I was hoping he would get just trapped and just get bolstered 3d8 over and over and over again until he somehow strengths his way through the wall.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. It says this gives the spell a great use as a form of defense against projectiles. Although it's a minor addition, let's see. The wall does some damage to creatures. When the wall is first summoned by the caster, any creature that happens to be within the area of the wall. Okay, once it's formed, has to make decent amount. Although this doesn't seem to be a constant. Yeah, see, it's not chosen.
I can
form of the
change
wall.
I can change to a moonbeam.
Yeah, that could have a wall with a lip that bends.
It
90
says
degrees and
so
blocking.
you can shape the wind wall spell in a circle around a single person as long as the total length of the wall doesn't exceed the 50-foot
Right.
limit.
The question, though, is what's the area of the wall? In other words, the wall, you shape it around the guy. Okay.
Mhm.
Is that inside the wall or just outside the wall that would be damaging? I'm not sure. I think in this case, it looks like best you defense against gases.
I essentially just want to keep bombarding him every turn until he strengths his way
Yeah.
out. And if that doesn't work, I can moonbeam him, which would do the same effect, essentially.
Yeah, I mean, let's go with.
So the circle of wind will protect the person inside from ranged weapon attacks and small flying creatures.
Let me just because I don't want to like bog down.
Actually,
the
you know
pacing,
what?
Let me switch
Hang
it to
on.
moonbeam.
Its area, and this is the key, right? Its area, now that I'm thinking about it, is 1 foot. Up to 1 foot wide. If you touch the wall, you take damage. That's the point.
Oh.
Think about it, right? It's a barrier. It's like fire. It's like, what is it? Flame wall or whatever it is, where if you can get right up next to it, just don't touch it. I think it's the same thing here.
Never mind then. I will just cast Moonbeam at 3rd level then.
Okay.
So Moonbeam, same effect happens, but instead a ghast of light just shoots up from underneath him.
Okay.
And then that is just anyone who is, it's a 5-foot radius cylinder, and anyone that's in it at the beginning of their turn.
Okay. Is there is it a save for this right now? On
yes,
casting?
it is. When enters the spell, go Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
DC 15.
Okay. All right. Yeah, he makes that throw. So you see this light cast up, and he just kind of shakes it off.
Okay, I still do half damage though.
Okay.
So that's 11 damage.
Okay.
And then I believe it says when the creature enters the spell area for the first time, or a turn, or on a turn, or starts its turn there. So at the start of his turn, it will take another damage, and then I can use an action to move it.
Okay. If you want to put
Whatever.
a marker on the ground or something, maybe just right next to him, we'll go with that.
There we go. Say it's right there for right now.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Anything else, or is that it for your turn?
I guess I have to walk myself in to do that. So I'll say I'm right here for right now.
Okay.
And that'll be my turn, and Jeremy's not dead, so
Yes,
I win.
that's correct. All right. So the next thing that happens is you see the entire room just kind of, this like glow happens inside the room. And you just hear the room like a hum inside the room itself. And basically, Draxus looks at you, Awen, and just kind of laughs and basically says, and he goes, he's like, I don't think we want to do that. And he basically targets you, and you have to make a DC. Well, go ahead, make a Constitution saving throw.
Is this his turn?
No, it's a lair action.
Oh, layer this dick. God damn it. Constitution saving throw. I'm great at those. That's a 13. I definitely pass.
You do not.
Ooh,
And
lied to you like that.
so let's see.
And I like the sound of those jingly. Those Hokies balls you're rolling.
You take that's right, they are. You take 7 points of necrotic damage, and you have your hit point maximum reduced by that amount.
I don't know how to do that in D&D Beyond.
That's you can just kind of keep it.
I'll keep it track. It's 29.
Yeah. Okay. So you feel just this, this like greenish energy.
If you click on
just
your hit points, you can override at your max.
Oh.
this greenish energy just hits you, like kind of from all around the whole room, just kind of, and it kind of like converges upon you, and you just feel this like, power like slam into you and cause the damage.
Ow! Oh!
And he just laughs.
Can someone else get in here, please?
All right. Elo, you are up.
Oh, jeez.
Watch the snot cannon.
Yeah. Been trying to think of what the hell I'm gonna do here, but I was also reading up on Windwall.
I bet. Oh, it's my fault.
No, you're good. You're good. Yeah, it's totally your fault. How could you try to do something so interesting?
It would have been super cool. He just boom, 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 just got battered.
God. Okay. Yeah, it's not gonna work. I was trying to see if I could use darkness in any way to make a move here, but it's not really. He's not that big, 15-foot radius, so it doesn't really help me. All right. Well, I'm going to squeeze into the room, kind of right next to Awen here, and kind of just looking over at him like fuck. Like I'm realizing I just need to do something with Draxus here, and hopefully slow his roll. But I'm gonna chromatic orb, just fire something at him.
Okay.
So we're casting that. Make these checks out of the way. Cool. Hit. Come on, it's a 7.
Okay. And you see the orb, you kind of, and you launch it at him, and he just kind of looks, and he just kind of, he steps out of the way, and it just hits the wall behind him. He just kind of chuckles at you.
God,
Anything You got a bonus action? What are you doing there?
Let's see. Don't think so. Cause it's like I could. It's ballsy. I kind of want to push up, but I don't think it's a good idea. I'm gonna step in front of Awen right
Okay.
now.
Okay.
And just kind of like get in a position, like, and I'm gonna end my turn right there.
Aw, the power of
This is-
friendship.
We got to get everybody else in here, so that's my turn.
Okay. Les, you are up.
Les enters the room and immediately he comes up to about here
Mm-hmm.
and then enters a rage.
Okay.
Ooh.
We need that
upon
sound
seeing-
from yesterday.
Yeah, right. upon seeing Jeremy tied up like that, so he enters rage. Where is that at? Why can't I find you?
The record, the Baldur's
There
Gate
it is,
3
boom.
sound of going into rage is
So good.
epic.
So good. And then he's also got it's wild surge, right? Yeah. So I need to the magical energy roiling inside you sometimes erupts from you. When you enter your rage, roll on the wild magic table to determine the magical effect produced. So that's a 1d8 boom, to roll and see what happens. It's 4. So the wild surge is magic infuses one weapon of your choice that you are holding until your rage ends. The weapon's damage type changes to force, and it gains the light and thrown properties with a normal range of 20 feet and a long range of 60 feet. If the weapon leaves your hands, the weapon reappears in your hand at the end of the current turn.
Can his fist be considered that?
Lose my fist. Magic infuses one weapon of your choice that you're holding until your rage ends. The weapon's damage type changes to force, and it gains the light and throwing properties. Okay, so it's gonna be the great axe that I have with me into the rage, and the magic infuses the great axe that I have.
Okay.
And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get closer. So I took 5, 10, 15. And I'm going to go to the right. 20,
Mm-hmm.
25. I'm trying to avoid this circle on the ground.
Yeah.
I think Les
That's-
clocks that there's a glowing circle.
You can squeeze by it on that. You can just go to the one just north of you, so to speak.
Okay. So, yeah, Les is doing his best not to stand on the very obvious glowing circle in the middle of the room.
Mhm.
And from here, the Don, how's the Don? The Don's up like this, right? Like his arms are tied
Yeah,
up like
his
that?
arms and
Is it
legs.
a long chain?
He's got like a one around his waist, one around each wrist, and one around each ankle. And
Are the
it's
chains long.
not real long. They're maybe a couple of feet. It's just to, he can kind of come out to like here, right? I mean, that'd be about it, like with his back against the wall. So he's pretty secured to
Yeah.
that wall.
I was gonna try and throw the axe to cut the chains, but I don't think there's enough. I don't think there's enough there. I'd inadvertently end up cutting his hands off.
I mean, worst comes to worst, you become the Don.
Oh shit. I'm gonna throw my great axe at Draxus.
Okay.
Aw.
Now how am I gonna do this? Because do I just do my normal hit DC with the great axe?
There should be do you have a ranged attack like line for it?
No, because I don't think it's typically supposed to do that.
Right. Well, let me see here. Let me get into it. Let me get here. Let me
Even the
look at
javelin doesn't have like a range,
Let me look at your character.
like roll.
They might. Let me see here. Great axe. Yeah, it only says a melee attack for it. You can try to throw it. What we would probably do is take off your +8 to hit. And
Okay,
you
so
would
what am I-
and then we would just do a straight hit roll.
Well, I mean, it's so the
Yeah.
reason why I'm trying to throw it is because it's like the magic is like assisting me in this right now. It's
Okay.
become a throwable weapon. You know what I mean?
Oh, does it? I'm
Um,
sorry. So
Yeah,
you
yeah.
did
So,
it.
so the so
What does
when I
it
did
say?
Wild Surge, magic infuses the weapon of your choice
Yep.
until your rage ends. The weapon's damage type changes to force, and it gains the light and thrown properties. With a
Oh,
normal range of 20 feet and a long range of 20, or and a long range of 60.
yeah. Then I would just say roll up a normal attack with it.
Okay,
Yep.
cool. Where did that go? 14 to hit with the axe.
Okay. So you see the axe just kind of goes towards Draxus, and it cuts right by him and kind of hits the wall behind him and actually like sticks in the wall behind him.
Gotcha. And then since that's the end of my turn right there,
Mhm.
the axe evaporates out of the wall and comes back into my hand
Okay.
as part of that.
Oh my
magic.
God, you're fucking Thor.
Yeah,
pretty much.
that's
Yeah, I've turned into
awesome.
Thor in this moment.
That's
and so, yeah, the axe is
awesome.
just back there. And that's how I'm gonna end my turn.
Okay.
Sick.
All right. So after Les is Zale.
Oh fuck.
Good luck, Mike.
And so Zale's going to let me check where she's at. Turn the corner.
She's outside.
Turn the corner 5, 10. See what's going on.
Mhm.
15, 20, 20. She's got 25, right?
She should have 30.
30. Okay,
Yeah.
30. So it puts her right behind Hoagie.
Okay.
And maybe let's just do a little bit to the left of Hoagie then. Sees Draxus at 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50 feet away.
Mm-hmm.
And is going to. What's near Draxus? Okay. She's going to summon the thing, right?
Oh,
Okay.
the deer?
The wild spirit.
Whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
That's a really hard noise.
The wildfire spirit.
Insert
and
elk noise here.
as an action, you can expend one use of your wild shape feature to summon the wildfire spirit. Rather than assuming a beast form, each creature within 10 feet of the spirit, other than you, when it appears, must succeed on Dex saving throw DC 13 or take 2d6 fire damage. So we'll use that to summon the wildfire spirit. What was its name again?
Like Reginald or something?
Yeah.
Reggie.
Yeah, Reggie.
Reginald.
Yeah, Reggie. Mhm.
I don't remember what token Zale used. So there it is. Boop. And I think if we put it there, Jeremy doesn't get hit, but Draxus does.
Is that the range? What's the range on that? Do we know?
Yeah, 1 second. You can summon the primal spirit bound to your soul. Blah, blah, blah. The spirit appears in unoccupied space of your choice that you can see within 30 feet.
So
And
yeah,
that is
it'd be
yeah,
back
that's
about
not-
3 squares. 1,
all right.
2, 3. So here, I'll drag it down. It should be what, like right
15, 20,
here-ish.
25, 30. Yeah.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah. So either of those squares, like this one or the one next to it near the table. Either way.
Cool. So she's summoned the spirit
Okay.
animal.
Cool.
Which I think is the only action she can take. And then wait, no, summoning the spirit's a bonus action on her sheet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
with the
that's-
type of druid she is.
Okay, cool. Then in that case, let me look at spells again. Yeah, most of her spells are like 30 feet though. She can. Ooh, should I do? And then she's gonna try for a first level ice knife, which is a 60-foot range.
Okay.
I think this is my first time. Yeah, that looks good. Let's do it. Boop. Cast.
Sick.
As I click cast on the sheet, is that gonna do anything?
What is it?
It just takes up a spell, like it just uses a spell slot just to keep track of it. So you still have to like do the hit.
What
die.
is he? Yeah.
Or
Is it an
spellcast.
attack or is it a saving throw?
You create a shard of ice and fling it at one creature within range. Make a ranged spell attack against the target. On a hit, the target. Okay, yeah, it looks like it's just an attack. Attack slave is Dex 14.
Yeah.
it's
So the
saying.
hit DC. If you click on the hit there, the hit DC next to
Yeah.
ice knife, it should roll it.
I don't.
Mhm.
It's not letting me click anything on it.
It'd
Oh,
probably.
he can't do that because he doesn't have
Oh,
access.
yeah. I don't have access. I don't have access.
Well,
to the
you
thing,
can
so
if you want to just roll a d20 and add 6.
Okay, cool. Boom. 6, 19.
Okay, it hits. You see this ice knife come up and just like hit him in the shoulder, And he just
And that's
go ahead and roll the damage.
1d10, I
Yep.
think.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Boom. 3. Just 3 damage.
Okay.
But
All right. And he gets pissed at that. So, he's like, oh, so what's the what's Zale doing now? Is that was her bonus
she's-
action
she's-
and
that's-
action.
Yeah, she's used all of her movement and everything.
Okay.
Does Draxus need to do a dex save on that? Because I don't know, I have ice
No.
knife and it says 2d6 cold damage on dexterity save fail. Otherwise, I'm just not
Oh,
sure.
I see that
what
too. The target and each creature within 5 feet. Within 5 feet of it must succeed on a dex saving throw or take 2d6 cold damage.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
On a hit, the
Yeah.
target. Oh, on a hit, the target takes 1d10 damage. Hit or miss, the shard then explodes.
Ah.
Fuck. I should have
Yeah.
read all this.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Sorry, Jeremy. Let's it says within
All
5
right.
feet. Jeremy's a little bit outside of that. You're good.
Well, yeah.
Actually, he's right.
To be
He
fair,
is right
it's
next to him.
Zale fucking up and not Les. To be fair.
All right.
Oh, yeah, for
So, all right. So he makes his save. We will go with a regular human for Jeremy. And what's the
Dude,
save
gonna
he's
have,
got to
two
make?
hit points.
What's the save he's got to make?
Dex.
Dex save, and
Well,
it's
I don't want to be rules lawyer. Wouldn't he automatically fail because he's restrained?
Yeah, I actually think he would.
I'm trying to not be that guy.
No, you're right,
I mean,
though.
yeah, be the
Actually,
guy.
you're-
Man.
How do you dodge
right.
How
something
it
if you're
works.
bolted
Yeah.
down to a table?
No, you're right. You're right. Thank you.
this is what I get for trying to play a spellcaster. for a
Okay,
day.
so what's the damage on that?
On a fail, it's 2d6.
Okay.
Oh no, yeah, on a fail it's 2d6, but on a not fail it's 1d6, or I think.
Roll it up.
He's gonna have like a hit point, maybe 4.
D6.
Roll low.
Yeah, 2 1s.
You see
Nice.
that? Wow. Okay, so that was luckier than anything. So Jeremy you see some of these shards hit him, and he just kind of it hurts, but and you see some blood and stuff, but he's alive. I mean, it did not kill him.
Zale, what the fuck are you doing? I'm sorry, I forgot that it did that. Fuck you. Okay, cool.
And you see, and
Jesus, Zale.
at this point, you also see Draxus just looks, and he looks pissed, because remember, he said he's trying to prepare Jeremy like he's doing something to him, right? He needs him for later. Draxus
gonna
takes
kill my
a
own son.
legendary action
Oh,
and
shit.
casts immediately after Zale's turn, casts a spell. And he casts darkness. He casts darkness, and I believe that is 15-foot diameter, 15-foot radius. So let's make a circle. I think we can do that.
I was gonna do that.
Damn it.
Counter darkness.
No, what is this?
Hello, darkness. my
Yeah.
friend.
Where is it? What is it? No, that's note. Here we go.
I have darkness if you need just need the
drawing
text.
tool. No.
Oh, never mind. I see what you're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So let's see. He's gonna do it right here, and it's gonna be. I'm just gonna draw it. This is horrible. So let's see. 1, 2, 3. That's the center point of it, right? So basically, it's gonna be like right here. It's 15-foot radius. So yeah, it would actually come out. Okay, 3 squares on either side. 1 second. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I can't get over there. All right, that's fine. 1, 2, 3. Man, this is gonna be shit. Up here, it's like around here, and then 1, 2, 3. It's basically like right in this whole area, right? That's darkness.
Jesus Christ.
So just like when Elo cast it last time, it spreads to the point you choose. A creature with dark vision cannot see through this darkness, and non-magical light can't illuminate it. If the point you choose, any of the spell area overlaps with an area of light created by a second level or lower spell, the spell created with the light is dispelled. So you guys basically, Zale, Awen, Elo, and Hoagie immediately go like they can't see. Les, you look back and you just see this like sphere of just black appear there. And just like you saw when you guys cast it on the Viceroy.
Gotcha.
So that was his legendary action there.
I believe it's
yep.
now Zale's.
It's Reggie.
Creature's turn, right?
Correct.
Okay. All right. So I'm just like trying to keep up with how Zale works. Okay, so Reggie is going to thing.
Yep.
And
Gonna do what?
That what I just did.
Oh, okay.
That. Okay, it's got 30 hit points. I need to keep track of that real quick. Calculator.
I remember how I said druids are complicated.
Yeah. Okay, so Reggie's going to flame seed, like give a little bit of its seed to one second, make sure it doesn't explode. Attack, your spell modifier to hit, range 60 feet, one target you can see, hit 1d6 plus PB fire damage. Okay, but what ranged weapon attack? Your spell attack modifier to hit. Oh, heard. My spell attack, Zale's spell attack modifier to hit.
Yep.
So where the fuck is that? What's the spell attack modifier?
I believe. Let's see. Her spell attack modifier. I think she's got. What is she? She's intel. No. What is she? What did druids cast with? Charisma.
Wisdom.
Wisdom. Okay. So +2 +4. Oh, spell attack +6. It's actually at the top of the sheet under spells. So spell attack is +6.
Oh, I see it. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Then in that case, so she's gonna it's spell attack modifier. So D20 +6 for the flame seed to hit.
Yep.
18 +6, so 24.
Okay. The flame seed comes and it hits him like square in the chest, and he just kind of So go ahead and roll up your damage.
1d6 plus PB proficiency bonus, I'm assuming.
Most likely, yeah. So that would be +2, I assume, is proficiency right now.
I think so. Yeah.
Yep.
So 1d6 plus 2.
Oh no, +3.
+3. So 6 damage.
Okay. And you see him just this flame seed just like kind of engulfs him in flame, and he just like puts the flame out, and he's just kind of.
He's gonna
go ahead.
And then the beast is gonna go right there.
Okay, sounds good.
Beautiful.
Draxus at this point in the round.
Dexterity saving throw.
Well, no. It's not his turn yet.
God,
This
damn
lair
it.
bullshit. This lair bullshit.
He is taking. In fact, he hasn't taken a turn yet. So
I know. I'm pissed.
And does he have to do a dex at the beginning or the end of his turn?
At the
So he
beginning.
wouldn't get an opportunity to get out of it?
He gets an opportunity to get out of it next turn. So it's at the beginning of it's the beginning.
So it
When
would.
a creature enters the spell for the first time or a turn starts, its turn there.
Okay, or.
Starts its turn there.
So you already did it when it was cast, is the question.
So I did it when it was cast. That was its
Right.
first time entering it. And
And
then
it's
when it
still-
starts its turn.
Yeah, it's still the same round, though.
Doesn't matter. It started its turn. It hasn't had its turn yet.
Well, it's an or. Okay, that's fine. No, that's fine. Well, it's not his turn yet. He is going to take a legendary action, though. And he is going to cast what's he going to cast? He is going to cast Ray of Frost. Yeah, he's going to cast Ray of Frost, and he's going to cast it at Les. So.
The fuck? All Les did was miss.
Okay, he has got plus. Come on. Oh my God, where the hell is this? Okay, what's your armor class?
I've got an AC of 15.
15. Okay, so yeah, this even just on the roll, he hit for what was that? Okay. For 12 damage. 12 frost damage.
Fuck! If I was level 1, I'd be dead.
So he just cast that ray of frost at you. And that was the legendary action that happened after Reggie's turn. All right.
Cool.
Now it actually is Draxus's turn. So you said what's the DC again?
Sorry,
It is a DC 15.
Okay. And he makes that.
Well, he still takes half damage, so fuck him.
Okay.
4 damage.
So 4. All right, cool. All right. So he kind of that hits him and stuff. He immediately moves out of the range here. So he moves over 5 feet, and now what is he going to do? He is going to. That's 5 feet for now. He is actually going to go up. Oh, does he want to do this one? What's the... Oh, all right. Yeah.
That was weird.
Okay. So Draxus, he's going to come up to Don Orcleone and actually cast Vampiric Touch on him.
Oh, God.
Oh, right.
So you see him after you guys took this damage. He runs around the table, and you've hit him several times, and he just looks at Don Orcleone and just grabs him, and you just see this energy flowing back from Don Orcleone's. You see the life essence begin to drain out of him. Okay, and let's see. 12. Okay, so he actually heals for a good amount of damage. You just see this, the Don Orcleone's just, you see his face begins to almost go really gaunt and everything, and the life just flows back in. You see Draxus just, yes, now you can tell he's not quite fully healed from where he was, but that did give him some life back. All right. So let's
Don't like
see.
Well, I mean, technically, none of them saw that. The only person that saw that was Les.
Right.
Oh,
Right.
yeah,
No,
I'm
that's
chilling.
true.
I'm
That's
chilling.
true. Exactly. All right. So I think that is it for Draxus. Hoagie is now up.
So what exactly can I do in here?
Well, you still have your movement,
Run
right?
blindly.
You're blind.
Yeah.
So it's essentially the condition is blind. right? So if we look at what the blinded condition is, you can't see. You automatically fail any ability check which requires sight. You have disadvantage on attack rolls, and attack rolls against you have advantage. So you still have your movement, though. So you can try to run out of
Scream running, dude.
Yeah.
Just
You can't see where you're going until you get out of that circle, essentially.
But like, I can still just like make my movement out of the circle, like, or do I have
Yeah.
to?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's not. I mean, it's not
Um,
restraining you. It's just darkness.
It's dark as fuck in there.
Yeah, but
bro.
like, say I wanted to go like this way, like, do I have any problem going this way, or?
No, as long as you have the movement, you can get out of it.
Okay. Question. I have. God. Why can't I find it? I have more speed now. It said I have 10. Can I know? Fast movement. Your speed increased by 10 feet. Does that mean I have 40 feet of movement now?
Yeah, and if you have that, I mean, is that like an ability, or is it just automatically you just have it all the time?
It's just a trait.
Okay, so then you have 40 feet of movement. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Let's see. Well, then I can go 5, 10, 15, 20. Excuse me, list. About 30, 35, 40. I can get all the way up to them. Assuming I can squeak by Les and not touch the glowing circle here.
Yep.
So I'll do that. Enter rage. Because
Okay.
I'm very upset about not being able to see my friends. And then I'm going to recklessly attack him.
All right.
So I just get I get advantage on my attack roll, but then on my next turn, if he attacks me, he has advantage on his roll.
Okay.
Give me advantage using strength. Okay. All right. So let's see. 27 to hit.
Okay, let me see something. Okay, yeah, that wouldn't even do that. All right, yeah, that hits.
So it'll be D12 plus 7, so I'm gonna have to add 2 to this. So 16.
Okay.
And then at level 5, I can attack twice. Do I have
Okay.
to roll DC again or no? Hit DC or?
Yeah, it's a second attack. So I'm sorry, what was that first damage? 16.
16, yeah.
Okay.
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 Fucking hoagie.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
And you just see this axe just, and he's just like, ah! He kind of screams in pain there.
All right. I don't think I can like recklessly like. What was I just gonna give him like double advantage on me if I recklessly attack again, or does that still?
I think
count?
what does it say? I think reckless attack isn't it?
When you make your first attack on your turn, first attack.
First
you can
attack,
decide
there
to
you go.
recklessly attack, giving you advantage on melee weapon attack rolls using strength this turn, but attack rolls against you have advantage until your next turn.
Yeah, so you can't do it again. It's just your first attack.
Okay. Cool. Second attack to hit is a 22.
Okay, let me see here.
Jesus.
Yeah, and actually that will hit as well.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
And that'll do 15 damage.
Okay. And you just see the axe just comes by and just 2 axe swings. Oof, oof. And he's hurting pretty bad.
That was a lot of damage. That was a lot of numbers there, Avon.
Right.
I'm sorry I can't see it right now.
I'm doing great, sweetie. Don't worry. I think
Proud of you.
that's it. I think that's it for me. I don't think I can do anything else. So Cool.
Okay. All right. All right. So Hoagie
I'm
is
just
done.
chilling right there in front of him, just looking him right in his little vampire eyes.
And it looks like Awen is up.
Okay. Don't really know if I can move the beam without either icing Jeremy or. Can I move the beam without icing Jeremy or Hoagie?
How? What's the movement on the beam?
60 feet.
Well, you'd have to move it around the. Oh, you can't actually get it to Draxus without hitting one of them. Or Don. Well, yeah, I mean Don Orcleone, right? You could bring it around Hoagie, maybe.
Can I go this way, like right here?
Well, Jeremy, I mean, that's representative. Jeremy's kind of laying on that table, so
Okay.
you'd probably hit him if you went over the table. That's, since
So I'd
it's
have
not
to go
perfectly representative.
around and in.
Yeah, that's what you'd have to do. You're right.
He's a big kid.
Right. Yeah. Let's see. So if you did 5, 10, 15, 20, 25,
Lord.
30, 35. I mean, you could get there. Yeah. You could get there. It's only
I think I'm gonna leave it there for right now.
okay.
I'm gonna stumble out to like here, and I'm gonna cast. Do I know the Don's? I didn't see the Don turn.
I'm sorry.
Turn?
Correct.
Well, he's not turning, like he just got life sucked out of him. But yeah, you did not see that.
Yeah, he's not. Yeah,
We
he just
we didn't
no.
see that.
Right, correct. You
He
did
just
not
suddenly
see
looks gaunt to you.
I'm just gonna point a finger gun at Draxus and just cast Guiding Bolt, but I'm gonna also do it at 3rd level because I don't like this guy.
it. Okay.
Oh no! There goes my 3rd level spell slot.
Yeah,
Damn.
that's that does not hit. It kind of goes by and it hits the wall behind him, and you see it kind of singe Don Orcleone a little bit.
Fucking sucks, dog. That's the end of my turn. I'm pissed.
All right, and at the end of your turn, Draxus takes a legendary action, and he casts shocking. Yes. He casts. Yeah, he casts Shocking Grasp on Hoagie. So you just
Right.
see him just kind of, his hands glow with lightning energy, and he just grabs Hoagie. And you said that's with, well, it's with Shocking Grasp, it's with advantage anyway. So what's Hoagie's armor class? It's
18.
18. That hits. All right. So with Shocking Grasp, let's see. Hang on a second. All right, that is this. That you take 14 lightning damage.
Fuck.
So you just see
Wow.
like Hoagie
All right.
just you see all this energy, this lightning like frying Hoagie and arcing between the parts of his armor and everything like that.
Seeing his skeleton.
Right. Yeah. All right. So then that was the legendary action. Then the lair, you see the room just go like glow again. The lights just kind of dim, at least for those of you that are outside of the darkness circle. And this time, let's see. You see all right, you see this. You see around you. Where's my owlbear? Here we go. You see Draxus just kind of goes, "Rise, my pets." And you see a skeleton appear here, a skeleton appear here, And he got okay. And then there was one that appeared here. So 3. 1, 2, 3. All right. And that is the lair action Elo.
Right. Question for myself and for this combat, just to understand a little more about darkness. It requires concentration. What does that mean for Draxus and him having casted it? Like, is he just powerful enough to not really give a fuck about concentrating? Is that like not a big deal?
Yeah, I mean, and
Oh
what?
shit! I
Yep.
totally
ahead.
forgot about this. Because I was in rage and I hit him.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he's attacked anyone else yet. Correct? Has disadvantage on any attack that isn't against you, and the target hits a creature other than you. That creature has resistance to the damage dealt by the attack.
Okay. And that is, how long does that last? Because he attacked you.
Yeah, it says while raging, the first creature you hit with an attack on your turn has disadvantage on any attack that isn't against you. When the target hits a creature other than you, the creature has resistance to the damage dealt by the attack. I think it's just while I'm raging, as long as my rage is on. I don't know. It doesn't say anything about like a turn.
Okay. And that would be for his attacks themselves. The lair actions.
That'd be on his attacks on anyone that's not me.
That's not you. Okay. Yep, that makes sense. So that wouldn't count for the well, maybe it would.
The start of your next.
No, well, no, he just
Until
did the
start
shocking
of
grasp,
your
so.
next turn.
Ah,
So
okay,
until
okay.
my next turn.
Okay.
There's more if I click on it.
Yep. So there we go. So
it has disadvantage on any attack roll that isn't against you, and if it hits a creature with that attack, that creature has resistance.
there you go. All right.
Gotcha.
Good. What happened though is as soon as these skeletons came up, you see that the darkness went away.
Imprisoning me. All that I see. I cannot.
Which I don't know
cool.
if we can erase it. That's fine. We can just
Yeah, it's fine.
maybe we
It's
can do it.
just
That's
not there.
Yep.
At least for now.
There we go. Look at that.
There you
Boom.
go. Nice.
Done. All right.
Easy.
So obviously he, cast and the skeletons appeared, and he has to now focus and concentrate on those.
Cool. All right. It is my turn, and like, holy shit! Like, what just happened? Like, I heard everything that was happening, but just like suddenly there's skeletons everywhere, and Hoagie's like smoking, slightly, just like smoke rising from his skin. The Don's just like, yeah. It's like, yeah, fuck this, dude. Where's my other ball when I need it? So I guess Elo is going to move up by Awen. 5. Gonna push to right here. This should be what my movement's 30, right? Cool. So what the hell do I want to do with this guy? I want to attack him. I'm going to use just my daggers. I'm going to pull up my main hand and go for an offhand attack as well.
Okay.
To number 2, skeleton number 2.
Okay.
It's right in front of Awen. So, yeah, main hand is going to be a 17 to hit.
That will hit.
Cool. And that is going to be 6 damage.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna do my offhand, which is 9 to hit.
Okay, that misses. You hit him with the main and then kind of miss with the secondary dagger.
Okay. And then I'm gonna do a sneak attack here as well. Since I at least landed that main hand one, which will be 9 damage for that.
Okay, how do you want to do it?
Oh shit! All right, okay.
Oh yeah.
That's like I come in with the main hand, get a good hit, come in with the offhand, like miss a little bit, like
Yep.
almost hit A when I had a lot of momentum with me, and I can see the disappointment in Awen's eyes, and then I just like as I'm following through with that, like flip around the dagger, like and just like twist in the guy's skull.
Okay. All right. And
Just kind of surprise sneak attack.
Yeah.
So and
He
he's dead.
is so Skelly number 2 is down. All right. Let's see.
And that I think is my turn. Yeah, there's nothing else I really want to do right now.
Okay. All right. So then after Elo, Les.
Okay, I'm gonna run right up to this Skelly that popped up right here and
Yep.
just enraged with the newly like magical great axe.
Okay.
Where's it at? The action, great axe, nat 1.
All right. And you just see as you do this, the skeleton just reaches his hand up and goes and grabs the axe, and he's just staring at you with the blank skeleton eyes.
And as he does that, I'm going to take my second attack because I have a second attack as well. And as he's holding the axe, I'm just going to go, fuck you up! And punch.
Nice. Okay.
And let's see if I even hit with the punch. 16.
That will hit.
Okay,
Nice.
cool. And then D4 to see what kind of a punch it is. 2, which I think I said my second punch was chill punch. That's right. So frost. My fist turns into an icy looking fist, and does 9 points of necrotic on the Skelly.
Okay. And so you just see like there's, a bunch of just greenish ice kind of like goes down and like it covers a good chunk of the skeleton. And so he's not dead, but you did a good amount of hurting to him.
Perfect. And that's going to be, I think that's all I can do on that turn now. Yeah, I think that's all I can do.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Then Zale is up.
Zale is going to make her way into the room. To 15 right here.
Yep.
And then what spells does she have? Okay, I'm going to check what Thorn Whip does, make sure it doesn't hurt anyone else. You create a long vine-like whip, thorns that lashes out at your command toward a creature in range. Make a melee spell attack against the target. If the attack hits, the creature takes 1d6 piercing damage, and if the creature is larger or smaller, you pull the creature up to 10 feet closer to you. Spell's damage increases by 1d6 when you reach 5th level. Okay, to do 2d6. All right, sweet. Then y'all do Thorn Whip with her. On let's move her up a little bit closer so she can see number 3, the one that Les was just fighting.
Okay.
And she's gonna try and do Thorn Whip there.
Okay. Sounds good.
I don't remember how to roll with this though. Oh, I can't.
Yeah, you got to
that's
roll.
right.
Yeah.
So it's D20 plus what was her 6?
I think she was plus
so
6.
16.
Yeah.
So 16.
That
to
will hit. Yeah.
And then 2d6. 11 damage.
Okay. How do you want to do it?
Okay. So she goes, I'm sorry about Jeremy, and goes for the skelly in front of Les, and just completely crushes its head with the vine that comes out, just collapses it down through.
Right on. And then you see it kind of, because it kind of pulled it towards her a little, and just kind of, ended up here as its bones kind of collapsed, and Skelly 3 is out of the picture.
Sweet. And then I think I used all her movement to get her there, so we're chilling.
Okay. Then after that, Draxus is going to take a legendary action. And once again, it worked really well last time. He is going to shocking grasp against Hoagie again. And that will hit.
Hoagie, no.
And
how much HP do you have?
Um,
Fuck.
As a reaction, I'm going to use Stone's Endurance, so
Okay.
it'll reduce the damage 1d12 plus
Oh.
3.
Okay. That's probably a good idea.
Yeah. That's a good call.
Well, because I just rolled 2 8s on an 8-sided die. So
Great.
Oh no.
Amazing. Bro. Fuck yeah.
so that was
Well,
16
take 5
damage
off of it.
minus 5. Okay, so 11 damage. You see the lightning just coursing through Hoagie again, you know. All right. Oh, go ahead.
Are you wearing your fake balls right now? Because
Yeah.
are they like collecting charge?
Yeah, they're
You see it.
charged
Do you
up.
use them as an electric weapon next round?
You see it arcing.
Right.
Throw like an electric
Yeah, if you
nut.
need another like legendary ancestral weapon for Hoagie Den.
right. Like a flail, right? He can just whip it off his belt and tuk. All right, so that was the legendary action. So now it looks like Reggie is up.
Yep. Reggie's gonna just give its seed, its wonderful seed, to Skelly 1. And I think that's just if I remember again, I need to click its thing. I think it's a D20 plus 6 for it to hit, if I'm remembering.
Yeah, that's true.
Cool. The D20 plus 6. Boom, D20, boom, roll, boom. It's a nat 1. Okay. This is okay.
Oh, shit.
All right, so yeah, that Reggie just kind of spits this thing, and it just kind of like bounces off the skeleton, bounces away.
It was actual spit. I
Right.
forgot to do the magical
Yeah,
part of it.
exactly. It wasn't fire. It was just kind of drool.
All right, cool. That's gonna be Reggie's turn.
Okay, so then Hoagie is up.
Cool. All right, so it actually is when I reckless attack. It does work for both, apparently. Clarified by chat. So.
Oh.
I'm gonna do that again.
Although if it
Reckless
says
attack.
the first attack of the round, I would, disagree with chat, but that's okay. Because that would have been your second attack of the round, if so. But that's fine. I mean, it doesn't mean you can't.
I think
do
it
again.
says, but it says during this turn. So wouldn't
Mhm.
it just be the entire turn? Like, is each attack a turn? Like, would it matter how many I do? It says I get advantage using a strength weapon during my turn.
During your turn. All right.
It says when you make your first attack on your turn, you can decide to attack recklessly.
Attack recklessly before your first attack. Okay, if that's what it says, then that's fine. Then it applies to all attacks. Yeah, okay, that's fine. That makes sense. All right.
Okay.
The way you read it applies to your first
Yeah,
attack, and I'm like, well, that
yeah.
wouldn't be the case. So, yeah, no, that's fine.
That was my initial thought as well.
Cool.
All right, so yeah, doing that again against Straxus here. So
Right on.
that's not very good. That's also not very good. A 17.
And what you see is as soon as that happens, you see him use a reaction, and he casts Shield.
Awesome.
To increase his armor class, essentially. So that does not hit.
Fucking douche. All right, well, rage for Hoagie, guys.
You got this. Don't worry. It's good.
Well, I guess I get to try again here.
Mhm.
So I can attack twice.
Yep.
19.
And the 19 will not hit.
Ah!
Again, he cast shield, so it gives him additional armor class for the turn. So yeah, you kind of swing, he reacts and like blocks the first one, and then you try to swing again, and he blocks the second one. All right.
Fuck.
Is that it for Hoagie?
That's not good. Yeah, that is. That ends my rage too because I didn't do any damage on my turn.
Yep. All right, back to the top of the round. A1.
Oh my God.
Okay, how bad are you?
Hey, man.
I'm okay. I got healing potions as well if need be.
So do not turn into a gorilla and just like pull you out of the way and take it.
I think we're actually doing okay considering at the moment.
I mean, I did a lot of damage to him on the other turn.
DM, I'm going to take my little moonbeam.
Yep.
I'm going to bring it down so that it goes down to number 1.
Yep.
Across and up to Draxus. So if I'm correct in reading this, because the skeleton was in it,
Mm-hmm.
it should take damage as
Okay.
well as Draxus.
That's fine. And that was a saving throw. It's con, or was it a dex?
Is it where the fuck is it? Constitution, yes.
Okay. 15. He will not make that. So on the
And then
skeleton.
Draxus as well.
Okay. Draxus will also not make it. However, what he does is he uses, you just see him, it hits him, and he goes, I don't think so. And you just see him use essentially what is a legendary resistance to,
I do think so. You still take half
to
damage,
make
but
the saving throw. So the Skelly failed, Draxus made it.
I do a total of 24 damage to the Skelly, 12 damage to Draxus.
Okay, so how do you want to do it on the Skelly?
He just turns into dust.
Yeah, just he's just powder. And then you said 12 on Draxus?
Yeah, and how do you want to do this on Draxus? Go
No,
on.
not quite how you want to do this on Draxus. But you see,
Are you
you guys
sure?
are doing a lot of damage to him. He is hurting for sure.
Well, then I'm gonna do a bonus action. Just one of as it's like going on top of him. I'm gonna do the star cluster bolt. So one of the as this beam is just going over him, one's gonna like just like a little constellation's gonna shoot out and just hit him right in the ass.
Okay, all right.
And I rolled a 2, so just skip me.
It hits him in the ass, and he goes, "Woohoo!"
Oh no, I'm
Little pep
turning
in his
him
step
on.
now.
All right. So
that's my turn.
after Awen, you see the room go again, and let's see. You see basically Draxus, kind of waves his hand, and you see these shadows begin to thicken, right in the area of this, right in the middle here of the middle table, right? So right near Zale. And let's see, it is a 20-foot radius, so 5, 10. So basically it would encompass from here, let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20. So it would encompass all the way up to the edge of Jeremy's table and all the way down to, almost the door, right? So basically it gets Hoagie, Elo, Awen, Les, and Zale. I need all of them to make a DC 15 con saving throw.
16.
Okay.
10 for
19?
Les.
Okay.
17.
Okay. So it looks like Les failed. And what's Zale? Did you make one for Zale?
Doing it now, 5.
Okay. So Zale and Les failed. Elo and Awen made it, which means that, okay. The ones who made it take 11, or sorry, the ones who made it take 5 damage. The ones who did not make
Jesus.
it, the ones who did not make the saving throw take 11.
Still, yeah, fuck. I was waiting for it to be 11 and
Sorry, 22, yeah.
Oh, Jesus. Well, we're dead.
Dan,
all right.
can you do the damage on Zale?
Yeah. Let me look right here. Go into Zale. And she didn't make it, so she took 11?
Yeah.
All right. 11. Boom. All right. Okay. Cool. So that was the lair action. It is now Elo's turn.
All right. Elo is, gonna, I guess I'm gonna push up right next to Hoagie here. so I can get reach on Drexus with my daggers. And we're just gonna go main hand, offhand, sneak attack. The
Okay.
usual. I'm gonna fuck this guy up.
All right.
Come on, Prage. 17 to hit on the main hand. That's
It's
definitely gonna hit.
the 17 to hit will hit, yeah, because it was
thank God.
the end of the turn, so his shield is gone.
Whew.
All right,
Beautiful.
so what do you got?
So that's 6 damage there.
Okay.
And then for our offhand, that's 22 to hit. So I can go.
Okay.
I'm going to assume that hits. So
yeah, that hits.
that is 1 plus I got 1 bonus to attack because it's my offhand special dagger. So it's 2 damage. So we're at 8 total damage right now.
Okay, so that was two more damage beyond what you would
2
said
more
before.
damage.
Okay, so
yes.
yep.
So we're at 8 damage right now, and
All
then
right.
sneak attack
Mhm.
as well, which is going to be 13.
13 more.
13 more.
Wow.
It's
okay.
a 3d6.
All right.
Sneak
So
attack. It's
you
getting
come
good
up
now.
and you're just like, and he just,
Mhm.
you just, you see him. He's bleeding. You see it visibly, and he is visibly just pissed. So
Yeah. Hell yeah.
All right.
Yeah, that is my super effective turn. Hell yeah.
Okay.
Fucker's got like 100 health.
I know, right? I was waiting for it. Come on. And how do you want to do it?
Not yet. All right. So he, after that, takes another legendary action. And this time, what he does is he looks over at Elo after that, and as Elo is drawing his last dagger back, you see him just grab your arm, okay? And he basically rolls up. What's your AC?
15.
Okay. He hits with that, and you see the shocking grasp again. You see this just Elo just kind of fills with lightning and takes 9 points of damage.
Fuck.
And you just see Elo's just sparking and crackling and kind of screaming from the pain of it. So that was his legendary action there. So now after Elo, it's Les.
Les rushes up with the great axe, still enraged.
Yep.
And just swings for Draxus immediately. Just and yeah, we'll see.
All right.
Nat 20.
Okay.
Wow.
So
Let's fucking go.
roll it up.
Oh shit.
Come on, baby. Come on, baby.
19 damage on that first hit.
All right. And you see, because we're going to do this a little bit differently, right?
Hmm?
You see the axe just kind of sticks right in his chest, and you just see it splits his rib cage, right in the chest, and you see him collapse to the ground. And he's just like, he's breathing heavy, and he just looks up, and he looks at Les, and he looks at the rest of you and goes, your defeat is only delayed. My death matters not. You think the crystals are safe? My lord will obtain them all very soon. There is no hope for you. And he goes, goodbye, everyone. And the necromancer is dead. You're out of
And then I
combat.
pull out my axe out of its chest and then just chop his head off just to be sure.
Right.
Oh, shit. He's pissed.
Fuck it.
Right on.
I'm in it.
Okay.
I'm with that.
So the battle is over. Now you see as the necromancer falls to the ground, right? You actually see a couple things happen. He just kind of falls over, and you see several things fall out of his cloak that he had, right? One, you actually see a box, and just it boom, plops on the ground, and amazingly, it almost looks like an air cushion, like gently set the box on the ground. This box looks like the ones that you've seen in the past that contained the other crystals that you're after, except there's a small skull on it. right? It looks like the box that you saw in Zulgrad that was empty. The other thing that falls to the ground looks a little damaged, but it looks like the message crystal. It looks like the same thing as the message crystal that you were given by Eminora. But it looks damaged, and it almost looks like the message is like flickering, like wanting to play.
I'm wearing the death ring still. So I'm gonna go up to the box and I'm gonna be like, does everyone feel okay with me opening? I still have the ring on that goes with this box. Does everyone feel okay that I check real quick?
Let's step away from Jeremy and the Don.
Me hiding behind one of like the.
Okay, that's actually a very good point.
You're good.
I'm going to take the box and walk out of the room and close the door and open it.
All right.
While I'm wearing the death ring.
So you open
Yep.
Yeah, you open the box and you see the death crystal in there, and you just, as you open it, you just feel this like tiredness and like coldness, like the whole room feels cold, and you just feel like you hear these whispers like you can't make it out, and it's like whispering, and you feel this like it's like pressure in your head, and everyone else in the room begins to feel that too. And then
even though
you've left the room, right? Because it's nearby. Now it's nothing. It's just a little bit of pressure, right? And then you see it, but there's the crystal, and it's kind of in a weird way. It glows, and at the same time, like you see nothing inside of it. It's like just this death, you know. You
immediately slam the box closed,
and the pressure and everything just kind of it fades. You can still sense it's there, but it fades for sure.
Okay.
And then there was that, like I said, there was that other message crystal that was on the ground, and obviously Jeremy's there and Don Orcleone's there. So
I enter the room and I let everyone know that the crystal is in the box.
Should we listen to this message?
Yes, I think so.
All right, who's picking it up?
I'm kind of like still like visibly like smoldering and shaken. I, kind of weakly, I'm like sitting kind of, just back on my ass, like knees up, just kind of grabbing towards the stone, and I pick it up to activate it and listen to it.
Okay. And you pick it up and you see it is, it was fractured, it was cracked, right? So normally these messages are coded to people, but it seems that whatever it was has taken that away because the message immediately plays. And while it's almost a little crackly, kind of like a radio transmission that you're not quite getting exactly, you do see and hear an all too familiar image and a voice. Hurry up and finish your playing and bring that crystal to me. It has been too long already. We'll worry about bringing back your former master later. Make haste. And then the image of the Viceroy fades.
Goddamn right.
And there it is.
Now, at this point, you see, you hear Jeremy on the table looks over, and he's just like looking, and he looks up. Les, you're nearby, I assume. And he looks over and he sees Les, and he's like, Les, will you take me to mommy now? And then he kind of pauses and he just kind of looks at you like right in the eyes and goes, Daddy?
Immediately go over and like break him out of the chains and pick him up.
And he just gives you the biggest hug, right? And then he's like, he actually, you see him like, he's got a little bit of energy back, and he's like, he looks over at Don Orcleone and goes, Donkey Leone tried to save me. He was good. The Mystaran bangers should you should save him too.
Donkey
Leone. And he's like, and you see, the Don Orcleone is just kind of like, he's like, at least you're safe now, kid. I don't know how long I'll be around, but you're safe now.
Okay, can you give that fat fuck a fucking health potion?
Yeah, I guess so. It's kind of funny. Like last time you had me kill a guy, now I'm giving you a life potion. Like this is incredible.
He just kind of looks at you and he's like, you guys aren't. He's like, thank you. And he takes the health potion. He's like, thank you. Yeah, I mean, I assume you're breaking him out of the chains, or did you not do that yet?
I'm working on like unlocking the chains and whatnot.
Okay. And he kind of, as he's down, he's still super tired and injured, but he feels better. And he's like, thank you.
I help him to the ground.
I really thought that you might finish me off. But he's like,
oh, gross. What?
Rangers.
We don't like you like that.
Rangers, I tried to stop him, but that bastard took the boy. He crossed the line. You don't mess with kids. Your debt to me is clear. In fact, you will be honored guests in my establishments from now on. In fact, I am in your debt. Thank you.
You just reach back and slap Hoagie. It's hard that time.
All right.
Cool. I think a couple gentlemen gotta skate.
Yep.
So
I was gonna
think we'll
say,
start
so
yeah.
on that note,
it's
I think we will
perfect.
end the session this week. Okay, everybody, we are getting very close to the final one. Next episode may be the final, if not the one after. So we don't have it scheduled yet, but we will let you know. Watch Discord, watch Twitter, watch everything. Follow here, follow everybody on here and everything. Thank you, and we will see you next time.
Bye.